Yes, y'all. You know what it is. It's them kids and wives and 925s, but we are still married to the games. Episode 223. Yes, sir. It's your boy Gabe Patillo with Tim Router, Ed Placencia, and Chris McCracken, of course. And as always, we're talking games and life and games. Thank you guys so much for being here. And listen, we were trying to do audio for this. So if you don't ever see any see any video, we try to do video. If you don't see any video, sorry. I mean,
you're missing out.
What do you want from us?
We're trying to do audio for a change.
You're missing out on our beautiful faces.
Exactly. We like we've said in the past, our audio game we've got down. But we don't quite have our video game down, even though we've got video games down.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Does that make sense?
That would be correct. Yeah, man, this is going to be different because every Christmas we're all together.
Yes. This is the first Christmas that we're apart.
This is the first that we're apart.
Well, for you guys.
Yeah.
I kind of miss the studio, I gotta say.
I know. Me and Tim thought about getting together, but I was like,
nah, I don't want to see you.
I mean, there's, if Chris and Ed can't get together.
I know. There's no point.
Oh, we're together.
Oh, you guys are in the same place.
I'm actually at
We're
Ed's
just in
house.
different rooms.
That's so nice.
Could you imagine? All right. Ed is still not better.
Oh, poor Ed.
No.
This is some bull crap here.
This is some.
What?
Yes, it is.
What is
This
going
some
on?
Holiday bullcrap.
Yeah, it is.
Ed, what has been going on with you, Doc? Besides being
I'm
sick.
definitely feeling better. This cough is lingering. I've just got this tickle that's sticking around in my
just
throat.
won't go away.
Just won't go away.
Dang it.
Man, I'm sorry.
That stinks,
Considering
man.
what I felt like last week, it's definitely, I'll take this over how I felt last week. So
Good.
Well, that's good.
not a big deal. And it's going to be a little harder to hide my coughing if you're watching the video portion of this, because you'll just see me sniff my arm. What'll look like I'm sniffing my arm, but it's really just me coughing into my armpit.
Don't lie. You're sniffing your arm.
Well,
You're
I do
sniffing.
smell like roses.
Sometimes I put my fingers under my arms and I smell like this.
Nice reference. Nice reference.
Yes.
I like it.
But other than that, not really a whole lot going on. I was a little inspired by our Tiny Tina reference last week, which I guess was a Borderlands
please.
reference.
Jeez Louise.
Nice.
And I played Borderlands 2, and I don't remember her, and people were, and they were like, "Oh, you didn't play it for very long." So I went online and looked, and I played it for like a day and 12 hours.
You definitely played it for long enough.
and someone said, "Oh, she's in it like an hour and a half in."
Yeah, I don't know how quick from the beginning, but she's definitely in it. And it was funny, after it started rolling, I was like, oh yeah, Ty, she was the little one with the huge grenade. Remember she had like bunnies or something crazy that she would shoot? She had these huge rockets.
I don't remember.
And you blow up like the train or something crazy.
My whole memory of that game is just me on my own doing things.
Yeah.
Well, she's not like
so
with
if I
you
meet
or
her-
anything like that.
Yeah, so if I met her and talked to her for like 5 minutes, I totally have forgotten it.
Oh, yeah, I feel you.
I totally forgot it too, and I played the mess out of that game, and of course got crucified for it, which we can talk about later.
Well, and then someone said that she was part of the DLC, which I wasn't sure if that meant
that she had additional DLC that they were saying was great.
Okay, yeah. So I wasn't
I guess because
sure.
she was so popular, right?
Exactly. They're like, oh, people forgot about her. We got to make sure they remember. But I was inspired, so I started with Borderlands 1, which I never actually have played before.
Do you like it?
And
What'd you think?
You don't like
I'm
it, right?
still playing it.
No.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm still playing it. I'm enjoying it. It primarily because I don't have anything else to play, and I'm like, well, I might as well keep playing this. I'm having an okay time with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I'll stick with it for very long, but I've put in a good amount of time.
It definitely ramps up, because I did the exact same thing. I started with Borderlands when it was free. Back on PS Plus, right before Borderlands 2 came out, and actually I played Borderlands over the holiday break as well. And like the first, it took me a little while to kind of really get into it, but then once you start getting into the side missions and just all this other stuff, and as you get better weapons too, it's gonna it's going to be really good. I think you'll like it.
I did not
to
like
me,
one.
from what I remember, it's very similar to Borderlands 2, and a lot of people were saying, "Oh, it's crap compared to the 2," but to me, they're pretty much the same thing, at least from what I remember.
Actually, yeah, they are. I know they changed a few things here and there, but it's very minor, if anything. But you kind of, if you were to play 1 and 2 back to back,
I'm sure you noticed something, but
you'll notice a few things. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same game.
Yeah. I played through Watch Dogs 2 all the way through all over again.
Oh, what?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You were sick.
Yeah, man, you were totally sick.
So
had
did you do anything like completely different?
You know what? I did a couple things. They have like a detective mode that they had in the first one that you can walk around in. Mm-hmm. And I spent a lot more time in that detective mode and uncovered a side mission I didn't uncover the first time. That actually ties to the first Watch Dogs.
Oh, nice.
And it was really cool.
Nice.
So I actually put that up on the YouTube channel and then recorded the ending.
And you get the Pink Panther theme the whole time you're playing, which I thought was a really cool ad.
Dun, dun, dun.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Yep.
That was fun. I had a blast playing that game, and I was kind of like Dishonored 2, where I went through and played through again. As soon as I finished, I just wanted to jump back in and spend more time in that. And I actually spent more time doing a lot of side missions and finding different locations and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Nice.
And then today played the first 2 episodes of The Walking Dead: A New Frontier drop.
That's right.
And played through those. I really liked it. It's a brand new story, even though there are some familiar characters.
Okay.
But it's funny because when you start off, it says, hey, if you want to load any previous saves to interact, kind of intertwine with this story, here's how you do it. So kind of went through those steps and did that. And then I was a little disappointed that kind of going through that whole hassle of had to fire up my Xbox 360 and save that file and then go back over to the Xbox One and load it. And then they kind of were like, okay, we know that these were your choices, and here's what happened with that. On to the main part. So it kind of they just brushed it off to the side. Huh. Yeah, it was.
My experience is that the save stuff, like when it carries over, it's always kind of like, all right, well, cool, you had a save file. Now here's what we're doing. It really doesn't matter, even though I'm a stickler for wanting to use my save. Yeah. Right. That's why I've not moved over to PS4 or anything. It's like, I've got to do it on the computer because that's where my save is.
I'm the same way.
It doesn't seem like it really does anything.
And I don't, of course, it just came out, so I don't want to give any spoilers. Depending on, I think it would only be a spoiler if you made a certain decision that I made. But it was kind of cool to get closure. But I almost, because it takes place so much later, Clementine's, as we knew from the previews, is a lot older than she was before. So they didn't even really have to give closure to a lot of stuff because obviously years have passed by.
Yeah. Did they show the part where she calls Ellie? I'm just kidding.
They don't, but Sarah walked by and was like, are you playing The Last of Us?
Nice.
I was like, no, this is the other end of the world little girl game. So.
It's a different part of the country.
Through the shadow of the walking dead.
Like, how's that guitar coming?
Exactly.
Yeah. She's actually the black girl in the DLC from the first Last of Us. They just don't call her. Just don't call her by the right name.
Listen to you, buddy. Listen to you, buddy.
But it was fun, and they the second episode definitely ended on a cliffhanger that's like it immediately made me think, when is episode 3 coming out? Because doggone it, they got me again.
Nice.
That's why I hate that they never did anything with freaking Bigsby Wolf, man. I'm like,
Wolf Among Us.
I'm like, how do y'all just make these episodes that just not do it no more? Like, at least tell us why, unless I just haven't seen it.
It's got to be that it wasn't as popular as all the other ones that they're doing, because
or that they lost the license or something like that is what I was thinking. Like,
I think it probably is more like there's a weird license thing.
Like, you can't be using Beauty of the Beast, right? You're like, oh, sorry,
right?
Yeah.
All I've ever heard is people loved that game, so I mean, good. I can't think that it did horrible enough to where it wouldn't warrant a sequel.
And maybe they just, I don't know, maybe they're too afraid to touch it because it did do so, like people did like the story so much, maybe they're like, we don't even want to mess it up. Let's just leave it how it is.
Disney was like, you better pay us that Disney money.
Oh man, I don't know.
And they probably didn't have it. I don't know, but we need some Bixby in our lives.
They're making a Marvel game, which is with Disney,
I know.
so you'd think they'd be in,
you would think it would be fun.
Rubbing
maybe
elbows.
This is the gateway.
We're all buddy here.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the gateway. Like, now that they're doing Guardians, then they've got Disney on lock and then they can come back. I don't know, man. I want another Wolf Among Us, definitely.
Yes.
I know. It was such a good game.
So good.
Yeah. So good.
Good.
Yeah, other than that, Family Guy, The Simpsons.
Always.
And, that's been
awesome.
it pretty
Always,
much.
man.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What's going on for the holidays? You got family coming in, right?
Yeah, they are actually coming in on Tuesday evenings after Christmas. So this will be a pretty mellow week for us, and then next week will be crazy. So looking forward to that, though. We always have a good time hanging out with them.
Good.
There you go.
And they've adopted 2 girls from Costa Rica, so there will be 9 of us in our one-bedroom apartment.
What?
Yes,
Oh, wow.
sir.
That sounds like a terrible idea. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that sounds like get a hotel.
Sarah told her sister ahead of time, there will be moments where Eddie and I will be going to the coffee shop. Just so you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
And her sister was like, no, please do. That's totally fine. So
that's fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Good, man.
Yeah.
That's great.
Is Sarah the only one that calls you Eddie?
No, it depends on what city I'm in. Most people in Pennsylvania call me Eddie because when I moved here, my radio name, I used Eddie instead of Ed.
You used Eddie Daniels, right?
Right. I went by Eddie Daniels.
And for some reason, when they both come to town, I'll go through about a month after they leave of calling him Eddie because of how much she calls him Eddie.
And and it's one of those things where, like, if someone always calls me Ed and then they call me Eddie, it's really
and you
weird.
said that to me once. I was talking to him. He goes, "Did you just call me Eddie?" And I was like, sorry. It's just because she says it so lovingly. You're like, I want to love Ed too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
everybody
I mean,
needs some love.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to Ed, but every time on Facebook, she's always saying Eddie. I'm like, I like Eddie. I don't want to start saying Eddie.
Yeah, Doc, it's
and then I just
catching
don't think
fire.
about it until I see her post something else. Yeah.
I'm partial to Eduardo. I think I like Eduardo.
I do like Eduardo.
I like that.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I like all the versions of Ed.
I know. We just love every version of Ed.
I like that. I like the monkey hating Ed.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that was a debacle.
Thank you.
My gosh,
That was perfect.
Could not
Freaking
believe
monkeys.
that.
Oh,
We just got to come to the realization that Ed and Chris are just known to not like stuff.
Oh man,
And here's little innocent Router who absolutely loathes monkeys.
I know, right?
But Ed gets the rap for
I
it. That's
love
what
it.
I
That
love.
was
That's
perfect.
the best.
exactly.
It was perfect.
The
Tim
funny
had the
thing is-
lowest votes of the poll,
got
and then
the
Stacy's
lowest.
like, "Yeah." I would turn to Stacy. She heard it, and she looked at it. She goes, "It's Gabe."
What?
Nope.
She's like, "Well," she's like, "No, it's Ed. It might be Gabe, but it's definitely not Tim." And I was
I'm
like,
the only one on this podcast that would buy a monkey if I could.
I would totally. I love monkeys so much. My college buddy Ed and I wrote a screenplay about a monkey.
I love monkeys so much that it's a racial slur for my whole kind.
Oh, good Lord. Well,
"Wow,
Christmas
you went
just
really
dark.
dark with that, didn't you?"
Yep.
I couldn't pass it up. It's too
Nice.
easy. It's low hanging fruit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Low hanging fruit.
You need to play
all right,
Mafia
I'm
3.
moving on. I'm not touching any of that. Good gracious.
All right, I'm done. Next.
Oh, Tim Router.
Oh, brothers, it's good to hear from you. And it's Christmas time, and it's crazy right now. Holy
Yes,
cow, it's
sir.
crazy.
I bet.
Piper's topic of the week is, of course, Santa. It has to be.
Yes.
Of course.
She is very excited for
Ho, ho,
Santa,
ho.
so that's going well. Lauren is crazy at the store, so of course I get to help out because business is starting to slow down a little bit. So we were here till 3:00 in the morning, like 2 nights ago, doing our Christmas cards and cutting and doing envelope liners and doing all kinds of stuff. So our Christmas cards are finally sent out today.
Oh, good for you. We skipped this year, man. We didn't even do it.
Yeah, we
man,
didn't get around to making cards this year either.
It's fine. I got Eddie's and Sarah's cards. That was very sweet. Thank you.
This is the
Yeah, I got
the
Eddie's
first time
card today.
we've done cards in like 6 years because Sarah's like, we're getting fewer and fewer cards every year. We should maybe send some out because people are tired of us not returning the favor.
That's funny.
Exactly. Good for you. Good for you. So, yeah, man, life is just crazy. I still have some Christmas shopping to do, and it's going to come down to the wire. So it's going to be a lot of late nights and probably not a whole lot of gaming until Christmas Day.
Right.
At this point.
Exactly.
Just a ton of wrapping to do, last minute stuff running around. But, man, got to see that Star Wars Rogue One on Thursday.
Oh, brother.
Oh,
Come
yes.
on, baby.
For the Christmas party of the business Ribbo Media that I work a lot with, they rented out a theater, the 7:00 showing, and man, oh man, one of my favorite Star Wars movies.
Come on down.
Really? Scale of 1 to 10.
Scale of 1 to 7.
9.5.
Wow.
9.5.
It's pretty good,
I will
man.
give them. It is.
Where does it rank in your favorite? Like, is it your second favorite Star Wars movie?
It's my second. Yeah, Empire is probably the first, and then this is my second. But
wow,
the way that they tie in everything. If you were to watch like the entire series, right, and you went to Rogue One, I would tell anybody start with Rogue One, because you could go Rogue One Episode 4 and it picks up right where it left off. It was
this is not
perfect.
I don't want to say that, but it's great.
That's
awesome.
Fantastic. And
so we don't want to spoil anything for someone who might not have seen it.
Right. I mean, it's just know it's very good, and it just like
yes,
it's just, like I love, because even from 7, when you watch 7, even though 7's got a bunch of problems that we could discuss it having.
They all did, yeah. But they all have little flaws.
But this one, like, I love that you can just tell that they're made by fans.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just so good.
And the directors pay attention to everything leading
There's
up
like
to this
a million
movie
Easter eggs in there. I probably caught 7 of the million.
All of the Easter eggs are fantastic. So it's great. I'm going to go see it again tomorrow with my brother and my nephew, because we didn't get a chance to. We typically do that.
Because Rogue One.
We go.
Yeah.
Because Rogue One.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, hopefully I'm going to see it a second time next week. That's the plan anyways.
So, yeah, that's awesome, man. You should. I will probably see it maybe one more time after that, too. I do not mind doing that.
Wow.
So, Rogue One is fantastic. So, yeah, man, it's Christmas, and just getting in that holiday groove. We're not going anywhere, which is great. We got all of our families here, and so it should be a pretty chill time, and so it's been great. On the gaming front, I have completed, ladies and gentlemen, my first full video gameplay on YouTube. Dishonored 2 is in the books.
I could not wait to see how you handled that final boss battle.
Dude, I had my boy Rainflow and I were just chatting the whole time, and he's like, well, maybe you do this. And I'm like, nah, I don't know about that. But I finally figured it out, and it was, like I said, this game does not hold your hand through this. No. You have to kind of figure it out, and that's what I love about it. And it's frustrating at times, but still, fantastic game. Definitely play that game. So I finished that, and I don't know what I'm going into next, so we'll figure that one out. But also,
you got lots to choose from.
Yeah, I have plenty to choose. Yeah. I've got a stack too, so I got lots of games to play. I'm going back a little bit, Gabe, to some Hearthstone.
What?
I've kind of gone back, and like I think our fears was that like all these amazing cards everybody has. It's really not that bad.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, so I went back into some of my collections and did fine.
So you didn't just get crunched right when you started playing again?
No, I actually crushed the first 2 or 3 games. So
good.
Are you rocking the Hunter again?
I kind of go. Well, they're doing like little promotions now, like and the quest that you have, it's like win 3 with Hunter, and you get an additional 2-pack. And so I did that. Hunter is definitely my jam, but then I moved on to win 3 with Rogue, and I did that. And then now I'm on win 3 with Mage, and I do that, and I'm doing that now too. So, man, it is
nice.
I love it. It's great. I actually pulled it back on my computer. I had downloaded Battle.net again, and so I'm like playing it on my computer because it's just so much more fun to hear everything, and it's big and beautiful. Because I feel like with Clash Royale, like I'm at a level now where I'm kind of staying put where I am. I'm not really advancing as much. I'm not getting a whole lot of. They're not giving me a whole lot of cards. It's probably one of those pay-to-play kind of a deals. So I'm just, I still play some Clash, but I was like, man, I should get back onto some Hearthstone, and I'm loving it, man. It's fun.
Good, man. Awesome.
Nice.
That's great to hear.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm having a good time. So that's pretty much it for me. Back to you.
Oh, Chris McCracken.
Yes. So this past weekend, on Saturday, we had our family Christmas on my mom's family's side. So basically all the people we had just hung out with at Thanksgiving, we were now getting together for Christmas, and we had like a little, I don't know exactly what a white elephant thing, but the whole gift exchange, is that a white elephant thing where you do and then you can steal it and whatever?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, we did one of those. So there was like a $10 limit. So it was all like real quirky, fun kind of stuff, and played had that. It was a lot of fun. And then on Sunday, we flew out to Las Vegas. Stacy and I, we met. Well, actually, the plan was to meet her parents. They're taking us and her brother out to Vegas for Christmas. That was kind of like our gift, if you will.
Nice.
But their flight, they texted us, or they called Stacy like 4 a.m. and they're like, our flight got canceled. They were going to be flying out of Oklahoma City, and we were flying out of Dallas Fort Worth. So we got out there and we were there a day before them because they were going to have to come out the next day. So we just walked the strip, just hung out. We didn't get there till kind of late. But once we got there, we just walked around, checked things out, found a place to watch the game on Sunday night, and then just took it easy. And it was really nice. Then we went back. We stayed at the Wynn.
Oh gosh. Yes. Now
her parents, it was their anniversary. And so they had called ahead. And so they got them kind of like a deal. And so we got a room. And so we stayed in a room with their parents. And there was 2 beds. And then
their anniversary.
Her brother, but
that's not uncomfortable at all.
No,
I mean, it's plenty of, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they've been there, done that. They're fine now. It's just they want to go gamble.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't like they're like, oh my gosh, Stacey, we got to go back down. There's a sock on the door. None of that was happening.
Well, I guess we got to head back to the bar.
Exactly. Back to blackjack it is.
Yep. Hit me.
And her brother was staying at Treasure Island. So we just did a lot of stuff. We went to different casinos. We went to the Hoover Dam, which I'd never seen before. So that was really cool.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, they had this new bridge that they built, this crazy big structure, and it was really awesome to see that. We thought about doing the tour, but we decided not to, just in the essence of time, but that would have been kind of neat. And then we went to, they had this thing out there where you can pay like, I think it depends on the car you get, but you can rent these exotic cars and you can go around a track and go like, 100, 200 miles an hour, or whatever the craziness is. And we came so close to doing it, but it was like, man, do we really want to spend $400 or $500?
Yeah, it's not cheap.
like,
You don't.
We really wanted to.
I bet you did, though, Chris. Yeah, I bet you did.
I was like, okay,
you
look.
Just get in your car.
Had I known about this before and I could have saved towards it,
exactly,
I probably would have done it. But like just showing up and be like, hey, this is a thing you can do. It's tempting, but we didn't do it. But it was really cool to go there and watch for a while. And they were taking the people around, because you can either drive, you can be a passenger, or you can go on a drifting thing where they like drift all around and you're just a passenger.
Oh, nice.
So we were just seeing them like do all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yourself?
Oh my gosh, it looked so amazing. I wanted to do it so bad.
You know what's funny? I say that I've gotten to do the NASCAR thing, where you get a NASCAR and you drive around the track, crazy fast.
Yeah.
And yes, somebody bought it for me, and yes, I'm probably spoiled in saying like, if I would have had to pay $500, I'd have been a little disappointed.
You wouldn't have done it. Yeah.
Really? I mean, you can't go so fast. I mean, like. There's a guy that you're following, so it's not like you get to like just go out there and wild out. Like if it's just a big open track and I get to go do donuts and all that stuff, then that's different.
But considering how much Chris is into that, though,
I'm into it too.
Yeah, it wasn't like just a big open strip. It was a track, not like a NASCAR track with this just like an oval. It was more like a windy track, kind of like a Le Mans track.
That would have been fun though.
But it had big long straightaways, and the way that they said it was, okay, you've got a driver or you've got a professional guy with you in the passenger seat if you're doing the driving version. Yeah. They're like, they have a break, but their plan is to not use it unless they absolutely have to. You just do your thing. And you have to take like a short little 20-minute class that kind of familiarizes you with it. And you do 2 laps to get familiar with the car before your 5 laps officially start, if you will.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean
it's a liability though too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
How much was the cheapest one?
Well, so here's the thing. If you were just going to ride, it was only, you could do it for like $100. But I'm like, man, come on. If I'm doing this, I'm not riding. I'm driving the thing.
Joker.
The cheapest one you could get in and drive was $200.
Where'd you get to drive?
You have to drive a Porsche Cayenne or something. Cayenne or Porsche. Not the. That's not Cayman.
DeLorean.
Cayman. Yeah, Porsche Cayman.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I mean,
but I was like, no. If I'm doing it, I'm doing a Lamborghini, or I'm doing like a big boy Porsche, or I'm doing.
You could do a Lambo.
Yeah, my father-in-law was like, I'm going to do the Corvette. I'm like, no, you're not.
Corvette?
You do stuff you don't see all the time.
Go down to the freaking place and act like you're buying one, and they'll let you drive it down the freeway.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Yeah, there you go.
Just act ignorant. Is this the gas? They're not going to know. What are they going to do? Arrest you?
Yeah.
But it was
While you
really
leave
cool.
your Ford Taurus at the place, they're like, man, something is not adding up.
Yeah.
He's going to trade in the Taurus towards the Corvette?
He's been saving for
That's what he said.
Years and years.
Yeah, exactly. Go
you just
through
wanted to
midlife
drive
crisis.
it to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One other thing that my father-in-law really wanted to do was go to Count's Customs. There's a show on the History Channel.
Okay.
Kind of like you just
Pawn Stars or
grab
something?
cars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like within that group of the Pawn Stars. They kind of cross over sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember what the name of the show is, but his shop is called Count's Customs. That might be the name of the show too. But you go there and he's just got like this garage. You can go in. He shows all these different cars that he owns, and you can just kind of walk around and take pictures. My father-in-law got a hoodie with the logo on the back that he really wanted, so that was really cool.
There you go.
Oh, is that American Hot Rod? Is that the name of the show?
I don't think that's the name of it.
Okay.
We're gonna get oopsed, but
Yeah, forget it. Don't worry about it. I retract everything. Whatever I just said, you didn't
It's
hear
Christmas.
it from me.
Come on.
yeah. Other than that, we pretty much just walked around and looked at shops and stuff. Stacy and I aren't real big on gambling.
Right.
Like, we're not good at it, and it's just not like a thing we get a huge thrill out of. We definitely played a little bit.
Like
The
slots
best
or
that I
something?
did is I put in, just like slots. The best that I did is I put in 20 on one machine and I walked away with 120. So
Ayo.
that was pretty
There
good.
you go.
Yeah.
Take that and run,
And you know
baby.
what the craziest thing was? I was expecting to see like Star Wars slot machines everywhere, but they were nowhere. I saw all kinds of other stuff. Big Bang Theory, Caddyshack.
man.
I
They know
saw
that
House
nerds
of
don't
Cards.
gamble. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Big Bang Theory. Ugh.
Yeah. Big Bang Theory.
They had the Big Bang Theory?
Oh,
What?
yeah. I put it on Twitter, sent it to Ed.
They had the freaking the press play
Hallmark
on the
Channel slot.
applause and laughter when you pulled the thing.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, right.
That was hilarious.
Even when you don't pull the thing,
Best comedy on
if you
CBS.
just walk by it, it does it.
if you
Yeah,
just
right.
walk by it.
The one you see a lot of is Wheel of Fortune. There were tons.
Oh,
and this
there's
one
a lot
guy,
of Wheel of
Buffalo
Fortune. Yeah,
Stampede or
huge.
something. They were everywhere. You're just walking around. You hear Buffalo. I'm like, oh my gosh, really? What is this?
Yeah.
Give me some Star Wars or something.
I know, right?
All right. But anyways,
so
it was
funny.
fun. So we flew home this morning, and today all I've been doing, we played some Overcooked.
Oh, nice.
And then I've been playing some Overwatch, trying to get those skins. I've gotten two.
Right.
I've
Skins,
gotten,
baby.
I've gotten Tracer and I've gotten Sombra. And Tracer's is pretty cool. Sombra's is boring. It's just like she looks like a peppermint. It's not that cool at all. So I got to keep grinding.
One of them looks like a nutcracker.
Yeah, that's Zenyatta. That's one of the ones I really like
that
to
looks
get.
dope.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
cool.
Zenyatta and Winston. Winston looks like a Yeti. But those both cost 3,000 coins, and I don't have anywhere near 3,000.
I
So
know, I've
I
got
gotta get them to
1,000.
drop, or I'm not going to get it. So we'll just
Yeah,
have to see what
sucks.
happens.
Mm.
But that is it for me, fellas.
Oh,
Mr. Patilio.
that's me.
What?
Give it to
What
us.
is going on? Yeah, man.
I don't remember,
how's
man.
your litter?
The more kids you have, the less memory I feel like you have.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
like it's like each kid takes up a bunch of RAM.
Yep.
Mhm.
Like I started
Yep.
this thing out with 32 gigs of RAM. I was cooking.
Not enough.
Now
enough.
that I got 3 kids, they each take
Mm,
10 gigs of RAM each.
easily.
You only got 2 left
I
over
got
for
2.
everything
I got
else.
2, and I got to spread that out. Oh,
Jane
work.
takes 1.5.
Yeah, seriously.
So you got half a gig.
Amara's a little more stable. She's like maybe
Yeah,
5
she might be
gigs, but
5
the other
gigs,
2,
yeah.
man. Woo.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Remy
The other
might
2.
take 15. But
Yeah.
so funny tonight. Speaking of Remy,
Uh-oh.
we almost
God
had
bless
this super sweet moment.
Aw.
So I'm
Aw.
giving him a bath. He's
Yeah,
laughing.
you said almost.
And I say, hey, bud, I love you, bud. You know I love you. And he's kind of looking at me. He doesn't really know what that means. And I say, can you give daddy a kissy? And he leans towards me. He grabs my shirt. And I was like, all right, we going in for the kiss. And so he's leaning towards me to go, and then just wipes his nose on my shirt.
Yes. I thought he was gonna lean
Remy
in
is the best.
I was like, no
I thought he was gonna
way.
pull you into the bath and try and drown you or something.
A real story. He's coming in slow,
That's
and then
amazing.
last minute his face just drops. He's like, I was like, bud,
Oh yeah, I love
you
you
just
too.
wipe your nose all on my shirt. Oh my gosh, Remy
That kid is
boy,
the best. Really, that
He
kid is so the best.
man.
the dragon.
If you were really quiet afterwards, you could hear him go, suck it.
Yeah, exactly.
Trouble,
He's like, you a
trouble,
punk.
trouble.
Oh,
You don't
my
ask me
God.
for no kissy again, man. You punk.
Right?
Only
Yeah,
punks
right.
ask for kissies.
Daddy's all hurt now. He's all like, oh
exactly. Grown men don't kiss each other on the mouth.
man.
What you
give
think
you a
this
sniffy.
is? I'm naked. So,
You shouldn't even
Give me
be
your
here.
shirt.
yeah, exactly. Matter of fact, take your shirt off.
Don't disrespect me.
Exactly. It's my house, remember. I'm like, dang, Remy.
So funny.
Jenny's like, why
Dang,
are you
Remy.
naked? I'm like, nothing. Don't worry about
Remy
it.
told me.
Yeah. Freaking Bebe's kids. So, what's been going on this week? My
Bebe's
grandfather's in town. That's
nice.
a big deal. He rarely comes to town. I think he's been to town maybe 4 times since I've lived in Nashville, and I've lived here since I was
Wow.
like 10.
Oh, wow.
Because
Was that your mom's dad or your
yeah,
dad's
my
dad?
mom's dad. We always went to him,
Oh,
and so
awesome.
every summer we did California, and where Ed was, and so he doesn't come out much. So for him to get to meet young Milo and be around Remy Boy and all that's been really cool.
That's awesome.
He's
great,
obviously
man.
met Amara before, so that's been really cool having him around. What else going on? Same thing with Chris, trying to just get some skins and what's it called?
Yeah.
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Listen, if you said that in 90s rap lingo, that would not have gone over well.
What's that mean?
Skins?
Oh,
Getting
yeah,
skins?
exactly. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I would have had to bleep myself.
Yes, you would have.
So I've been playing a lot of Overwatch when I can. I really want to jump back into Final Fantasy, but I noticed that like Overwatch, I can kind of play and watch the kids at the same time.
Yeah.
There
So
you go.
Oh,
Final
right.
Fantasy, I feel like I gotta like pay a little bit more attention to what I'm doing. Plus, I'm
Yeah.
wanting to stream it and all that business, so that gets hard. So I'm hoping to jump back into that soon. Anything exciting happen? I did some voiceover stuff today for the city of
Nice.
Houston.
There you go.
So that was kind of cool. I don't know.
We
man.
haven't heard anything from Explorers Wanted, have we?
I mean, we know that we
I
didn't win.
didn't.
Dang.
Yeah.
It sucks to like, it's funny. I did so good. I took Ed's advice. I was like, all right, I'm cool. Don't want it no more. And then when people on Twitter started asking like, so who won? So who won? So who won? Did anybody get a win? Anybody win? Blah, blah, blah. You're like, ugh. But I think this is what's happening. They got the winners. And then maybe, let's say the first winner ain't work out. So they had to go to like the next one. And then I think they
Maybe.
want to take them out to wherever, record the thing, send them back home. Then they'll be able to announce that they won. Because last
Yeah.
time,
You think so?
I don't remember
You
it-
think they'd spend that much money doing that?
oh yeah, they're definitely flying them out. That's what they did last time.
Yeah.
And so they fly,
yeah, no, I
they
know that,
fly
but-
both winners
okay.
out, record the thing, send them back home, and then maybe the winners get to say that they won. Because last time, I don't know the exact timeline, but the guy who won, who I kind of followed,
Dragon Age, right?
for Dragon Age Inquisition, they also put a video together about him and the other person that won being
Yes,
coming
you're right.
to town and all that. So I was
You're
like,
right.
maybe they want to put all that together, and then they'll, because
Like
people
maybe
keep
the guy
asking.
who won, he's like, oh, I've got my daughter's wedding is that weekend. I can't go after all. And they got to
Yes.
find someone else.
I need that to
you know,
happen
and-
75 times.
Right, exactly. Yeah, my buddy Gabe Patillo.
Yeah, and be like, ooh, my son's getting dedicated that day to the Lord. But what time? I think I can make it work.
I think you can make that.
They ain't passing that up, Doc. We could dedicate him anytime.
That's right.
The Lord's always here.
He's
Or
everywhere,
wait.
all times.
He ain't going anywhere.
Dedicate him from the airplane. Be with the Lord, Remy.
That's right. As he wipes snot on my
Exactly.
shirt.
Yeah. On the pastor's shirt.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
So yeah, nothing too much is going on. I've been getting into. I've got 2 presents for the community. One I'll give
Oh,
today,
cool.
and then the other one, they're not big deals, but like the other one, there's a game called like Face Your Fears on the Oculus on the Gear VR,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm thinking about recording myself playing it
Oh, please
Nice.
and
Wow,
being
nice.
scared back to back to
do.
back.
Come on, man. Merry Christmas to me.
Oh,
That would be
do it.
amazing.
And that'll be my
Do it.
Christmas gift to the community.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice of you.
Because I can't buy
please.
something for everybody. So
I mean, we could try,
Right.
but
exactly.
You
and
could try.
It looked like my Christmas gift started showing up to you guys' houses. Chris, thank
Yeah.
you. Your Christmas gift came to us. You
Yeah,
had already
man.
bought me a shirt. And so
I couldn't wait. I'm so bad about that. When I have gifts, I'm just like, take it.
yeah, exactly. I think you gave it to me.
It's
When was it? It
yours.
wasn't at 200. It was
It was
before
in
then, wasn't it?
July. Yeah.
Yeah, it was in July.
Oh no, it was in June. It was in June. That's what it was.
When
Yeah.
you came and saw Damien
That's
Rice.
hilarious.
Yeah.
So he had given me a Final Fantasy VII shirt back in the day.
Oh,
and then
cool.
he
very
sent,
nice.
Ed, you got a coffee shirt?
A coffee shirt with the state of Texas on it, which it's cool.
Yes, it's
Coffee
very cool.
and Chris.
And
That's
then,
awesome.
and then
I got Assassin's Creed Boba Fett, which was freaking
I
awesome.
can't believe
nice.
that's such an amazing combination.
So great, man. That was perfect. Absolutely perfect.
So thank you, Chris.
Yes, thank you, Chris.
The other half of you
Definitely.
guys' gifts are showing. So I got these guys the skins for the. I don't know. Did you check your mail today, Router?
Yeah,
I
I
got
didn't come
mine.
in though.
It's on the
Oh, wait.
camera.
Was it like a package or was it like?
It's like an
I don't know, I'll
envelope.
have to look. No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I got it from. It was Flaming Toast.
Yes, from Flaming
Yeah.
Toast. So I got all you guys skins, the Married to the Game
Oh.
skins that I have for my PS4 and the Xbox One.
Sweet.
It was awesome. Thanks, man.
So I got
Yeah,
those
man.
for those
Thank you.
guys.
That's cool.
And then, do you guys want to know what the other one is?
No.
Okay, good.
Nope.
No. Well, and I got from Ed. I got my gift. He texted me when we were in Las Vegas. Like, it shows it arrived today. Hopefully, it's still there. And so I'm like texting my neighbor. I'm like, hey, can you check the front porch for packages?
Nice.
And he got me this Darth Vader, and he's holding a blanket. And when you unwrap the blanket, it's Star Wars and the Dallas Cowboys on the blanket.
Oh,
And
come
actually,
on.
it's behind me
Perfect.
right now. Oh, the other way. In my video, there's a little Darth Vader right there, and then there it is.
Look at
And
that.
the cool thing is, this is so awesome because the weekend before last, when we were over here for the cousins Christmas thing that we did with Stacy's family.
Mm-hmm.
So my little niece was here, and they were hanging out with us during the day, and she came up to me and she said, "Uncle Chris, I have a question." And I was like, "All right, what's your question?" She said, "What do you love more, Star Wars or the Dallas Cowboys?" And I was stumped. Like I couldn't answer. I was
Wow.
like, I'm going to have to think about this. So unknowingly so, Ed got like one of the perfect things because I couldn't choose between which I like better. And now I got both.
Nice.
It's funny because I saw that and I was like, oh man, Chris is getting 12 of these for Christmas. There's no way I'm going to be the only one.
On the 12th
man,
day
it's
of
awesome.
Christmas,
I
my
love
true
it.
located to be Darth Vader and the Cowboys. Something on the 11th day of Christmas. The Cowboys and the
That's
Darth Vader.
awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Now,
That's
Router, if you
great.
could just give me a Super Bowl win, it'd be all perfect.
Ooh,
Hey, there you
it
go.
could
The
happen.
Cowboys get that Super Bowl win.
It could happen this year, man. Y'all looking pretty
It
good.
could. Yeah, you're looking good.
I'm afraid of seeing the Giants in the playoffs.
Ooh,
Ah, come on. You got a better
they do
team than
have
the
y'all's
Giants.
number.
They do.
Yeah, they
always
do.
do. God,
They
just
always
thinking
do.
They
Giants.
did beat y'all twice.
Freaking
The only
Giants.
team that's beaten us.
It's the only team, yeah. And also, like Chris and Router went and saw that Star Wars Thursday
Yes.
night.
Nice.
Doggone it, man.
You liked it too, right?
I liked
Oh,
it.
loved it.
What I've been trying to explain to people is I like it as just a movie, period. Like it,
Yes.
Yes.
the fact
Yeah.
that it was a
Oh,
Star
yeah.
Wars movie added a bunch of feels to it where you're like, ooh,
Yep.
yeah. But like, even if it wasn't a Star Wars movie, I feel like it was good.
Great.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
agree.
Yeah.
And it's different. It's different. It's
Yes.
like when you go in and it's different, you're like, do I like this or will I like it? Will I not? Because I knew going in it was going to be different, but I didn't know exactly how different. But it's really nice. It's a turn, but it's
Yes.
a nice turn.
It's a great
It's
turn.
a
It's
perfect
just a
turn.
little bit of a turn. It's not like a complete
Yep.
right.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
it's great.
And what I liked about it too was I feel like, like you're saying, I mean, it just felt right. It just was done really well. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They just cared about it. They tied up a bunch of loose ends. I feel like there was, they, obviously got rid of a bunch of fan theories, and then they answered
Yep.
some fan theories from 4.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And like, just anyway, it's good stuff.
Yeah, when you watch Rogue One, it's definitely going to give you a slightly different perspective if you go back
On 4,
and watch, A New Hope.
Yep.
but in such a great way,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it changes things. Like, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to ruin
Yeah,
anything
exactly.
for
Don't
anybody.
say-
But
don't say
the funny thing was is
Yeah.
TNT this past weekend was doing their Star Wars marathon, so I got to
Yes.
see Episode 4 after seeing Rogue One,
Nice.
and it made
that's
me
cool.
love it even more. I was like, yes, yes, perfect. Yes, everything is awesome.
Yes.
yeah,
The world is glorious. Amen.
Exactly.
it's a good time.
Yeah, it's a good time.
So I think that's it for me. Everything was
There you go.
gravy. There's obviously there's something I'm forgetting, but
No, you
No.
guys aren't going anywhere for Christmas.
Nah.
You're staying right here, right?
staying right here, Doc. We're gonna go to
Nice.
Opryland tomorrow night and
Nice.
do our
Nice.
Oh, cool.
yearly dinner out that way.
Traditional.
And, get our
Nice.
picture by the tree like we always do. And we did a picture with Santa right after Thanksgiving when there was nobody in line. I highly recommend people do that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's awesome. So, all right.
Nice.
Router, you got this thing?
I got this thing, man.
Well, let's do it!
Awesome. We only have 2 new releases, really, and Eduardo/Ed has already said, The Walking Dead Telltale series, A New Frontier Episode 1, Ties That Bind, Part 1. Did they release Part 2 as well? Because
they did, yeah.
Okay, so Parts 1 and 2 are now out for the Xbox One and the PS4. And then the other one, this is actually kind of hilarious. Shantae, Half Genie Hero for the PS4, Wii U, Xbox One, PC, and Vita. Wait for it. Here we go. Shantae, Half Genie Hero is a belly dancing, hair whipping HD adventure from Way Forward, makers of DuckTales Remastered, Adventure Time, and Contra 4.
Oh, man.
What?
How do you beat that?
Yeah, she whips her hair back and forth.
That's right. And belly dances.
Oh.
I wasn't on board until they guaranteed it was in HD. Then I was like, you know what?
Right? Hair whipping HD adventure.
Give me them pixels or else.
Give me that. Give me that. All right, guess what? We've got MPD for the month of November. I'm very excited.
Hit us with it.
I love this time. Basically, this year was down by 35% in hardware/consoles than it was last year, which is interesting. So the hardware numbers for November, $723 million.
That's a bunch of money.
Down from 1.12 billion for November of 2015.
Consoles were newer last year, though.
Yeah,
that's true. It's true.
Did that include the PSVR?
No,
wouldn't it?
Probably the tail
Since
end of it.
hardware,
The tail end of it, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe.
It's hardware, so it probably caught the last half of that month.
Yeah, that's true.
Console software, i.e. games, 955 million this year compared to 1.17 billion last year.
Lord have mercy.
PC software was down 28%, 27 million this year, 38 million last year. Accessories, 259 million this year, down 6%, 277 million last year. PlayStation 4 is confirmed top selling console of the month.
There you
breaking that Microsoft 4-month winning streak, driven by the PS4 Slim system, the 500 gig Uncharted 4 Thieves End bundle.
Yeah,
that's a good bundle to get.
Yeah, followed by the Pro and VR as well. So, way to go, PlayStation! Hit it. Here we go with our games. Top 10 games for the month of November. Number 10, FIFA 17.
Yeah.
Number 9, The Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
Wow,
remastered.
golly.
Yeah.
It's an old game, man.
Number 8. That's right, it is, but it's remastered and everybody loves it. Number 8, Watch Dogs 2. Number 7, Madden NFL 17.
Oh, wow. That's low.
Yeah.
Number 6, NBA 2K17.
Ooh.
Okay.
Number 5, Titanfall 2.
Okay.
Wow.
Here we go. Number 4, Pokemon Moon. Number 3, Pokemon Sun.
Yep.
Wow.
Pokemon Sun and Moon had the strongest launch in the history of the franchise.
What?
Selling 8% more units than the previous best-selling combo, which was Pokemon White Black.
Wow.
So Sun and Moon crushed it.
Yeah.
So
I can believe that for sure.
They came in at 3 and 4. And plus, I think with the whole Pokemon Go thing, I think you're getting more people interested who maybe weren't Pokemon players to begin with.
Or just forgot about it.
Yeah, that's what I think too. If nothing else, it had to have helped to some extent. It's all it could do is help.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a visual anyway, yeah. Number 2, Battlefield 1. And the number 1
Call
game,
of Duty.
Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
Gotta be.
Wow.
There you go. Wow.
Oh, Call of Duty.
Call
that
of
old
Duty.
COD.
So that's the MPD. We had one oops, and of course everybody knows it by now at Marvel Zombie 616. Tiny Tina, come on guys, Borderlands 2, duh. Hashtag MTTG. Man,
What it really is not knowing something in oops.
It's and let's take it a step further. Not knowing something that you played a game 3 years ago with.
Oh,
and
man.
not knowing a tiny character.
It was just that it was so out of left field.
I was like, what?
A part of a question. It's not like we were talking about a news story like, is somebody called Tiny Tina did something in a game? It was like, who's your Tiny Tina or whatever the question was. And it was kind of like, oh, what's time? And it was 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, sticklers. Way to go. Appreciate
That's like saying that dude is as skinny as IG-88. And like, unless you're like a really Star Warsy guy, you're not going to know what IG-88 is.
That's right, baby.
Nice, Ed.
Thanks. Well,
the only guy that
Eduardo.
hadn't seen the new Star Wars.
That's right.
That's funny.
All right, that's it for me. Back to you, gentlemen.
Christopher McCracken.
All right, so as we have shown with us and our community, gamers are not always bad.
That's
We're not
right.
always just out there calling people names and everything. We do good stuff for our community, like we did for our Extra Life and everything. So there was a guy
How they
online.
did for them guys at Best Buy.
Yes, exactly. So there's a guy named Christopher Culley, and he decided, you know what? I really like this Overwatch game. I want to do something for Blizzard. And so he started an Indiegogo to send them a bunch of cookies.
No way.
He wanted to send them 250 cookies, and the Indiegogo, he estimated it would cost about $625.
Yeah.
And it ends, there's 1 day left on it, and as of right now, they've contributed $3,736
Wow.
for cookies for Blizzard.
Get them cookies.
Yeah, no, they can be getting cookies made of gold.
I know, that's right.
Yeah,
They're getting Christie's cookies.
That's awesome.
I just love highlighting
really
all
cool.
the times that gamers have hearts.
I love it.
That's right, man.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
Whatever. They're just looking for free swag.
How about you give me a cookie skin for Tracer?
If I give you a cookie, can you put me in as a little voiceover
I know, that's
action
right.
going on?
Yeah, you scratch my back, I give you some cookies.
That's right.
As we were just talking about on NPD, Call of Duty was number one. Here's what's crazy. So Call of Duty already is the U.S.'s top grossing console game of 2016.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it
And
is.
everybody was saying, "Oh, it's not going to be that great," and everybody was kind of.
Well,
poo-pooing
what's
it too.
funny is that
they
it sold
never ceased to
half
impress.
of what Black Ops sold in its first month in the U.S.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
So that definitely means like across the board, the gaming sales just aren't as great
yeah,
this year. Yeah.
They're all down. Everything is down.
Yep. So it is, but we do have to take it. It's the number one console video game in the U.S.
Yes.
Based the revenues from physical unit sales.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take into account just like, digital and all that. But I thought that was, the power of Call of Duty, man, is just something crazy.
It's definitely not going away anytime soon.
Why would it?
No.
That's for sure.
They just,
No, there's no reason.
that freaking thing is like the treasury just printing money over there.
Yep.
I would love for them to do like step away from the futuristic modern and go back
too.
a little
But
bit.
now it's going to look like they copied Battlefield if they do it.
Well, yeah, but do something different because I don't. How are they going to top it? Like the past couple have all been these futuristic new. It is,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be modern anyway. But like, how are they going to top that?
Yep. It's crazy.
Call of Duty, more modern and infiniter.
There it is.
Infinitest warfare ever.
The infinitimous one. Yes, awesome.
Infinite plus one.
Jeez Louise.
Infinity to infinity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Black Opiest ever.
That's funny.
The black Opiest ever.
Chris, what else you got, Doc?
So, like we mentioned before, the Overwatch has got this holiday event going on, and Destiny's got a holiday event going on. Well, now EA's Battlefield 1 is also getting a holiday update.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're going to have some custom game modes that are coming through, some different holiday-related skins, some different ways that you can do, like the one of the game that's going to come out is kind of called Blind Delivery. It's going to kind of tackle on the War Pigeons mode, which removes the mini-map. And this time you're only going to be able to use handguns and explosives. And a lot of different things, other different skins. There are going to be different things coming out from the 21st, 22nd, the 22nd, 23rd, and through the 29th. And the 29th is when it ends. So if you're into Battlefield 1, which I am,
do it.
I'm definitely going to be jumping in and seeing what all this holiday event is all about.
There you go.
I like that.
Yes, sir.
Some Nintendo news.
I just realized
There's a shock.
none of us mentioned Super Mario Run.
I was about to.
Okay.
And why it disappointed people all across the world.
All across the land.
All across the world. So, over the first weekend, 10 million people downloaded Nintendo first.
Okay.
Mobile game, Super Mario Run. I was one of them. You guys were.
I was one of
some of them.
Yep. I got it.
I was not.
People are feeling like $10 is too expensive, y'all.
Yeah.
And I'd have to agree. I liked it for like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And here's the thing. We know I live in a first world and I'm a little spoiled, but like it don't feel like $10 to me. I know that some things have come out and been like, it is worth $10. I'm like, I don't know, man. If it said if it was $3, I'd have bought it.
Yeah.
Or if I couldn't play it unless I paid $10, I might have paid. But that like give you 3 levels and feel it thing and then pay $10.
Yeah.
I'm not with it, man. Unfortunately. And I thought I was going to be the dude. I thought I was going to be the one on the podcast that was like, I don't know what y'all talking about, man. I've been playing Super Mario Run my butt off.
Yeah. I thought so as well.
I mean, it didn't grab y'all either, right?
No.
Nah. Mario ran right off my home screen.
Oh, you uninstalled it already?
Oh, yeah. I uninstalled the same day. I was like, all right, there's those 3 levels. No need to play those again. Not spending $10.
Wow.
Ed, what about you? Deleted too?
Interesting.
Yeah. I deleted it, the same day, but I kind of went in thinking, you know what? I could very well get hooked on this. Maybe I will, and maybe I'll want to spend $10. And I was like, yeah, nah.
So let me ask you this.
I absolutely went into it open, like being open to the idea of, hey, this might really grab me. Because, I totally.
What if it was $3?
Probably not.
I would have done it at $3.
Yeah.
Chris? $2.99?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I would have considered it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's some numbers for you. It made $4 million in its opening weekend.
It's crazy.
Wow.
It sounds crazy. Pokemon Go, which was free to play, with just in-app purchases, 35 million in its first weekend. 35 million. It's one of those things that I look at and I'm like, this feels like, remember when Alanis Morissette came out? And her first album, Jagged Little Pill, it was awesome. It sold like some crazy, like 36 million with like 3-4 times Diamond or whatever.
I want you and now.
And then her next album came out. Thank you, India. I think something like that. Somebody probably go oops me on that. That sells like 5 million copies and is considered a failure.
Yeah.
Sophomore slump.
Sophomore slump. So I feel like that's what Super Mario Run is kind of going through. Like Pokemon Go, which was like, I don't know how Nintendo
purchases.
Right. How do you watch Pokemon Go happen? And we know it's Pokemon Go. We just call it Pokemon Go around here.
Yeah.
How do they not watch that and be like, oh yeah, we should just do in-app purchases? Like, or watch Hearthstone and be like, yeah, we should just do in-app purchases. Watch, Temple Run. Oh yeah,
because they value their IP too much and they want it to be seen as a premium product. So, I mean, it would not surprise me if they don't ever come out with a game that's free to play. Well, I mean, I guess technically they did because Miitomo was free, if you want to call that a game, and had like little stuff in it. But if they use their big name IPs like Mario or Metroid or Zelda or something, I don't see them making it free. I mean, they may learn from this and make the entry price cheaper. Yeah, but I don't see them making it free.
And here's my thing: I know for the teetotalers out there, yes, we understand that the $10 is an in-app purchase, but what we're saying is smaller in-app purchases that boost the game. That's what you got in Pokemon Go. You need those extra things you could buy to make the game sweeter instead of like just shutting it down and you can't play it unless you pay $10. And for me too, and I talked about this before, as a traveler, as somebody who's not going to be able to play it just whenever I want, $10 is too much. Yeah. Now, if they said, hey, there's a $5 always online version, or there's a $10 or $5 always online, $10 you could play it whenever you want.
No,
kind of thing.
There's no way they could have done that.
No. I understand that they couldn't have, but it still would at least made sense to me. Like, okay, what am I getting for $10? I don't want to buy something that 2 months from now when I'm on the road and, because I play a lot of mobile games on the bus, I can't play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think and this is just me personally, I'm just burned out with Mario. I don't need another Mario. Mm-hmm. And this might be a reflection that Nintendo needs to address, that maybe a lot of other people feel the same way. It's, I mean, to have that big of a difference when you're paying $10 up front versus $35 million in-app purchases. Holy cow, for a free game.
I'm telling you.
That is a huge disconnect, in my opinion. Huge.
Yep.
Again, granted, it's Pokemon versus Mario, but I think the Mario burnout has begun. I feel it.
I just hate that happened. Like, I mean, $4 million is nothing to sneeze at. I understand. No. But when you compare it to the last thing that had your name on it, because people, associated Pokemon with Nintendo. Not everybody was like, oh, no, that's Niantic Labs. You know what I'm saying? But like,
yeah, even though they really only had a small stake in it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And they didn't even have any input in making the game. Their name's just kind of on it from the licensing stuff.
Right. But it just hurt my feelings when I saw it. I
don't know. I mean, maybe part of it is because like Stacy's still playing Pokemon like crazy, and I play with her as well. But she, like, even if I'm not playing, like, she's out there playing. When we were walking around Vegas, she was Pokemoning it up.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Like crazy.
Right.
So
that
funny.
Is awesome.
Yes.
And the thing is like, Pokemon has always been on like Game Boy handheld stuff. It's never been on a legit like big boy console.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe there's probably that aspect too, because this was the first time that game was truly like widely able to be adopted by new people who had maybe heard of it but didn't really know what it was. Where I feel like almost everybody has played Mario, and I mean, I'm gonna get hate for this, but every Mario is pretty much the same. I mean, there's new ways of doing it, but it's the same thing. You capture the coins and, oh my gosh, the princess got kidnapped again. I mean, it's... And you could say the same thing about Pokemon, but the thing is there's tons and tons of people that never had that chance to play it because they don't have a 3DS or they don't have a Game Boy Advance when it was back then.
Right.
But almost everybody had an NES and everybody had an SNES, you know what I mean? So maybe that plays into it a little bit. Maybe people just feel like, I know Mario. I know capturing coins and going down the little tube. I'm good with this.
I think
it does look good though, and feels good.
Yeah, I mean, it ran great. Just I fully expected it to play well, and it did. It ran really good. The little animations looked great.
Looked awesome.
There was nothing wrong with the game. It just wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ugh, I wanted it to be my cup of tea so bad. Yeah. I had my cup ready.
So are you done with it then?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're done.
Yeah, I'm done with that. Chris, what else you got, Don?
Wow.
You don't have to have anything.
That was my cookie story.
Don't feel the pressure.
I'm checking. That was my cookie story. Yeah, I'm out.
Okay.
I didn't have as much news because I was Vegasing it up.
Yeah, you were. I got one more.
Yeah, you were.
Nice. I've got one more. Something leaked spec sheet that Eurogamer found said that the Nintendo Switch in the dock could run almost twice as powerful as when it's undocked. So when you take it as the tablet, it kind of like, goes down in graphic processing.
Yes.
The CPU power will be the same, but the GPU speed will get a pretty sizable bump when you dock it. Because, the screen is 720p, the little display that you're holding, but you want to be
on the tablet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So if you get a decrease in the GPU, is that a frame rate, or is that like an input lag issue then that you're going to...
I think it's more frame rate and the power to make it, 1080p or,
gotcha,
really nice.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with this. It's a tablet. What do you expect? It's not going to be a 4K tablet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if it's a 720p screen, I mean, you don't need the game to be running at 1080.
That thing is crisp. 720 in a handheld will look just fine. Now, I know we got 4K phones, but listen.
Come on,
guys.
Come on.
Let's stop being ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
Should we do YouTube? Let's do YouTube first. Eduardo.
Yes, sir.
What's going on the YouTube channel, brethren?
Give it to us, Eddie.
Brand new over. So weird.
Mm-hmm.
Over on YouTube, Edmund. We've got NBA 2K16, the finals, games 4 and 5.
Boom.
Going to town over there.
Yeah, you did.
Orlando Magic, we're going all the way, baby.
That's
That's how you know it's a video game, because Orlando Magic are anywhere close to the finals.
Right.
Yeah. I watched it.
Dishonored 2, parts 23 through 26, the ending. That's up there.
Nice.
Congratulations. Watch Dogs 2, parts 47 through 50, which includes the ending. That's up there.
There you go.
And Gabe's got 2 more parts of Final Fantasy 15 up there as well this week. Looking at our top 10 YouTube videos with a combined average in watch time and views, December 16th through the 19th. Number 10, Q, Part 10, University.
Nice.
Sticking around. Number 9, Ori and the Blind Forest, Part 14.
Oh, that's going to be a mess on video. I love it.
That's going to look amazing.
Good luck with that.
Number 8, Married to the Games, episode 222, The Bestest Men's, duh.
Awesome. Great title.
Number 7, Dishonored 2, Part 24, Back to Dunwall. Well done, Tim.
Yay.
Number 6, Watch Dogs 2, Part 6, Bottom Dollar Complete.
Yep.
Nice.
Number 5, Hugh, Part 11, the ending.
Wow, man. Hugh, good job.
I love it.
I know. Number 4, Watch Dogs 2, Part 5, Bottom Dollar Fail.
Korea.
Korea. South Korea.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Number 3, Watch Dogs 2, Part 19, Paint Job.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Number 2, The Last Guardian, Part 9, The Final Boss / Ending.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And number 1, Gabe and Chris react to The Last of Us Part 2.
Wow.
Look at that.
Chris McCracken, I'm shaking your hand.
My favorite part of that video is after the Firefly and then the Naughty Dog, and Gabe's just like, oh, shoot, oh, freak, oh, shoot. Oh, it's just, the way you just strung them all together, and I was like, oh, that's hilarious.
It was amazing.
It was great.
It was amazing.
I watch that every day.
So this is my second gift to the community. I wanted to be able to do this better than I'm about to do it, but
I love you.
This is what I came up with. We did this a little bit last year, and I thought I'd string 3 of them together. These are bad Christmas movie plots and synopsis.
Oh, I love you.
Nice.
Yes.
So we're going to start with the one. So pull up a fire, will you?
Yes.
Pull up a fire.
Pull up a fire.
Just grab any fire and pull it in. It's not dangerous at all.
Grab your fire.
Right on up.
Grab your fire
Set
and
something
cuddle
on
with
fire
it.
and pull it close to you.
We're going to start
Pull
with the
the
movie
fire in.
that started it all off, I think. And that's Christina Milian's Snow Globe.
Yes.
Nice.
Angela loves Christmas more than anything.
Oh, don't we all?
However,
Heart of gold.
her family does not share her love for the holiday at all.
No, they don't.
Scrooges.
When she's about to break down because of her family, she receives a snow globe in the mail.
Oh, good. Safety first.
When she opens up the snow globe, this is where it gets weird, guys.
The fact that she's opening a snow globe.
She's transported into the world inside, where
Oh my gosh.
where
Bring your
Christmas
oxygen tank.
is the heart and soul for everyone who lives there.
Oh, so wonderful.
She discovers she can return to her world by going down a small path in the small forest at the edge of the village, and can return whenever she winds up the snow globe. After a long set of visits to the globe, she accidentally gets trapped inside.
What a jerk. How do you lose your way?
I know.
Oh my gosh.
So dumb.
The next
I
movie
have seen this.
pulled up on the queue.
I have seen that movie, by the way.
Stay by the
I have
fire.
seen Snow Globe.
I'm gonna see it.
I can. I've pulled up my fire, and I can definitely confirm that is exactly the plan.
Nice.
Okay, this
And it's terrible.
this synopsis is incredibly short, but I had to pull this one up
good.
only because I didn't even know it existed.
Good.
On IMDb, it's got 2.4 out of 10 stars.
I love it already.
Yes. Yep.
Coming out in 1978.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
It's the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. I've seen
Thank
this.
you.
Chewbacca and Han Solo try to get
that's
home
horrible.
to Chewie's family to celebrate Life Day, which includes various forms of entertainment. The Star
Yes,
Wars
it
Holiday
does.
Special.
Yes, it is.
It's a treat.
It is.
I mean, Mark
Definitely
Hamill,
a
everybody's
holiday
in that
special.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes,
oh
they
yeah,
are,
they're all
yeah.
there.
I'd never even heard of that.
Oh, it's a
Really?
thing.
It-
It's because
it
it only
was
ever
there.
was there once and it was gone.
Yeah.
So that means that they were like poo-pooing on this before episodes 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Way
yeah.
before.
Oh, man. All right. Stick with me on this one.
Okay.
No problem.
For our final selection for Christmas 2016.
Yeah.
We've got Sharktopus versus Terracuda.
What?
Terracuda.
It's a sci-fi.
Is this actually a Christmas film?
It's a
I was waiting for you to say saves Christmas.
No, it doesn't. But this is why I say Christmas. You'll hear.
Okay. Bring it.
After Andy Flynn destroyed the original Sharktopus, a half shark, half octopus creature.
Oh, of course.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just in case you're wondering.
I couldn't. I thought it was an armadillo.
Its various pieces floated back out into the ocean.
Sure.
However,
Oh, no.
among the scattered anatomy was an egg sac. And marine biologist Lorena Christmas
Yeah, of course.
finds herself the ward of the creature's sole offspring, which she begins raising at her greedy uncle's aquarium to mixed success.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Mixed success.
Meanwhile,
Oh.
Dr. Rico
Suave.
Suave.
Sure,
We all called it.
Sims is hard at work on his own biological weapon. After harvesting a pterodactyl's DNA, he used the DNA from a barracuda to fill in the gaps, creating a monster that can terrorize land, sea, and air. Things are looking
And that's called Terracuda.
Terracuda. Things are looking pretty good during the initial test flight until the creature is hijacked by a rogue engineer looking to sell it to the highest bidder.
Well, of course, and it has to be the military.
After the rogue engineer accidentally spills his coffee all over his console,
Wow.
What a klutz.
the Terracuda is free to rampage the coast in search of food.
Yes.
Oh.
I bet he's not a
What
vegan.
in the Sam Hill does this have to do with Christmas?
Sharktopus versus the Terracuda.
Terracuda.
Because there was a biologist named Lorena Christmas in there.
All right.
And this has
And you want the
Wow.
Terracuda to win, don't you?
this does have this does have Conan O'Brien in it
Does it really?
as himself.
Okay,
Why
I'm rooting
wouldn't
for
it?
Conan.
On a sunny beach, Conan O'Brien has his head first spiked and then bitten off by the Sharktopus.
Perfect.
Gracious.
And unexpected
So
volleyball
violent.
players knock his severed head around as it continues to squirt blood.
Oh, I love it.
That came out on August 2nd, 2014.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That's all I got for you guys.
I just love that the volleyball players hit it more than once before they realized it wasn't a volleyball.
No,
Yeah.
they didn't see that hair coming.
Of course.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right. Well, every week we
Oh,
ask you guys a
man.
question. Last week it was no different. We asked, what game have you bought over and over again, starting on the forums? We got UFO Burger,
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Sure.
Star Wars Knight of the Old Republic. Have it for PC, Mac, Xbox, iOS, and we'll probably get it again if they put it anywhere else.
Good for you.
I know that's right.
Wow.
Yeah, that game's everywhere.
Get in there.
DMill86, Rocket League. I have it for Steam, but once it was out for Xbox, I got it more easy. I got it more easily play with friends that came over. Well, I jacked that sentence up. Sorry. I also have gotten some of the Halo games multiple times.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can see that.
Friggin' nutcase. Stupid Minecraft for the kids on virtually every platform known to man.
Yes.
No.
Oh, how could we not have guessed that one?
I know, seriously. Facebook, we got one on Facebook, Nathan David Dugas or Dugas. Final Fantasy 7 and 8. I got 8 on CD-ROM on PC, then both 7 and 8 on PS1, then 7 on CD-ROM, then both on PS1 Classics on PSP, then both via Steam on PC.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm right there with you, Doc.
Nice.
I bought 7 like that all over the place. Over on the Twitter sphere, Braylon Jones, who's been helping me out on some Final Fantasy 15 business, at BDog1221, said it's a game called Pandemonium. I purchased that game on every device, including the N-Gage and Zelda Ocarina of Time. Arctic Warlocks at Arctic_Warlocks. My answer is zip, zero, zilch, not a nil. Love, because I'm efficient that way. Also because I just started gaming.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Jeremy at Jeror45. Dark Souls 4 times. Skyrim 4 times. Dragon's Dogma 4 times. XCOM 5 times.
Woo.
I'm a consumer's consumer. Yeesh.
Wow.
Spencer Stapleton at Krypton TKMC. Final Fantasy X. I own it for PS2, PS3, Vita, and PS4. I didn't intend to repurchase it. It just happened. Final Fantasy VII is close behind on PlayStation, Vita, and PS4.
Wow.
I know that's right. I love it. Michael B. Main at Michael B. Main. I bought Borderlands 2 for PS3, PS4, and PC. I'm on episode 102, so I don't know yet if GP ever gets his act together.
Nice. Nice.
Spoiler alert.
I love it. I love that he's answering the questions 123 episodes behind.
Yeah.
Yep.
122, whatever, 121. But when he gets here next year sometime, Michael B., I at least beat the game.
There you
That's
go.
true, you did.
I did go kicking and screaming, though. You know where to find us. Facebook.com/married to the games, Twitter.com/MTTGcast, marriedtothegames.com. Come check out the forums. And like Ed was talking about, YouTube.com/married to the games. Come check out when I was playing Final Fantasy and fell asleep. I pulled a Tim Router on him.
Yeah, you did.
I'm like running. I did a timestamp so you don't have to watch the whole thing, but I'm running. I'm following this girl. She takes a left. My character just keeps going.
That's
You
amazing.
hear me like, oh, well, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. And Tim.
Oh, rate us on iTunes so Activision can release the Black Opiest game featuring cameos by Sharktopus, Terracuda, Ed, Eddie, and Eduardo.
Wow.
Wow, he's been working on
Oh, my
this.
gosh. Nicely
Nice.
done. Jeez.
Merry
Louise.
Christmas, everybody.
Nice.
Oh, that was awesome.
I
Man,
was so hoping you called me.
very
Well, let's get into some questions.
Shall we? We'll start with, we got a lot actually, so we'll kind of fly through these. Email, Braylon Jones. First of all, I want to say happy holidays to you all and to the MTTG family. As for my question, what is your go-to Christmas movie every year if you could only choose one? The kid in me says Charlie Brown Christmas, but National Lampoon's Christmas gives it to me every year with no fail.
nice.
Oh, man. I'm not a big watch a movie after I've seen it guy. So
Yeah.
I don't watch movies every year, but Elf was on TV the other day,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
and there's no turning that off.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good one. That was funny.
Yeah, that's mine. It's actually a tie between Elf and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. We watch them every year.
There you go.
There's not one that I watch every single year, but one that I do have that I usually will watch around Christmas time if I'm going to watch it is the original Home Alone.
Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Nice.
Kevin.
Yeah,
So
really good.
So good.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Ed?
I put on Muppet Christmas Carol. I think that might be one
That's
of
a
them that we.
great one.
That's a good
Right
one.
here.
That is good. I don't have it, but that's
and
good.
Marley. Ooh. Yeah, it's great.
Nice. You know what movie I need to start watching every Christmas? Because I don't think people know that it's a Christmas movie, but Die Hard.
Die Hard. Yep,
Yeah,
that's my
man.
favorite
Yeah.
Christmas movie.
I actually have it, but I haven't watched it in a couple of years.
Yep.
On a Christmas
Yeah,
time,
man.
around Christmas time.
Christmas movie.
Yep.
Awesome.
Right?
Braylon, thanks for that. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Appreciate that. Blake Carter. Hey, fellas. Just wanted to take a moment to say thank you to you four and the whole MTTG family for making me feel so welcomed as I found you guys back in March.
Heyo.
Heck, you guys helped plan my honeymoon in New York back in September.
Oh, that's right.
Hey.
That's right.
That's awesome. It's so great to have a warm, fun, and understanding community. Also, hey, Gabe, as the music director at my station, I wanted to say congrats. We just finished our listener choice countdown for the year, and out of 50 songs, the listeners of Kansas, Western Oklahoma, and the Panhandles of Texas chose Eye of the Storm by Ryan Stevenson
Nice.
as the #1 song. I know Gabe will say no big deal, but as a member of this community, I thought it was awesome.
That's
Thanks
great.
again, guys. Sorry for the long email. See you in 2017.
No, that's great.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you, Blake. Appreciate that.
That is awesome.
I love hearing
Matthew
that.
Shepard, I plan to attend the Toby Mac concert on March 5th so that I can see Gabe in action.
Hey, sweating for a
It'll be
living.
me. That's right. It'll be me, my wife, and our friends. If Gabe has time for a meetup in Michigan, I live about 45 minutes from the Palace of Auburn Hills and would be happy to meet up anywhere, anytime in the Metro
Let's
Detroit
do
area.
it. Let's do
Nice.
it.
Let me know, and we could have a chat to set up logistics. Thanks for being my favorite podcast for the past few years.
That's awesome.
We are getting some love tonight.
Dang it,
I
I'm
love
feeling. I'm
Thanks,
getting
man.
the feels going
Awesome.
on like a mug. I feel like I just
man.
played The Last Guardian or something.
And I'm so jealous that Gabe's our ambassador and gets to travel everywhere.
You
and
should
meet
be
everyone.
jealous.
Yeah, really.
Ed was our
I'm
ambassador
super
a couple weeks ago, though. That Joker. Didn't you go to like a Warriors game and stuff?
No, I was going to, and then I wasn't able to make it. So I was not the
I don't know
ambassador.
how you're not able to make that.
I know.
I know.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on. We're just going to keep going, regardless of what anybody says. Doug Cummins, I know it's a little late, but something good for me is I got engaged to a wonderful woman.
Oh.
I landed
nice.
a dream job and
Congratulations.
got my first apartment, so it's been an awesome year. I hope your year has been great as well, you guys. One more thing, I was watching the news and I saw something that made me rewind. I saw a Nintendo Switch in a hospital for kids. At least I think it was. What do you think? I'm not sure how to send a picture, but when I figure it out, you will get the picture. Haha, sorry.
Nice. Take a picture with your phone. That's crazy. I don't.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
I didn't think
it was
they were
on
releasing
Fallon.
anything. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
And maybe it was
that's
like
true.
a Make-A-Wish kid.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
probably.
They'd probably come
That
off
would
it for
be-
that.
Oh, yeah.
I
It
would.
could happen.
Mhm.
Yeah, come on, Reggie.
There it is.
For the
But
kids.
man, that's awesome. So glad because he wanted to respond to the tell us something good question from
Oh,
what was it,
yeah,
last
good,
week,
good.
the week before.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
that was great. All right. Well, we can't close out the year and the holiday season without our boy Lucas Ham, who has been consistently sending us emails
Bringing it.
with all kinds of fun stuff.
Mr.
So let's
Ham.
bring it. Here we go. Good evening, you night owls. You. How was your day? Oh wait, guess there's no need to wait for a response since you probably already updated us. So scratch that.
Yep.
Anyway,
Ah.
today we have almost 5 times the holidays as last week, 14 to be exact.
Oh, my
Not
gosh.
convinced they are all legit, such as Anne and Samantha Day. And I need to share.
Ann and Samantha.
I know, Anne, I don't even know who that is.
That's those two old ladies that live down the street together.
Oh,
Those
there it
crazy gals.
No, they
I'm
were the
telling
two
you.
Bradys that didn't make it. The mom was like, I can't do 5 of y'all. 2 of y'all got to stay at this fire station.
You guys go
Nice.
hang out with Oliver.
That's right. Lisa, may I have some more?
And want some more.
All right. Anyway, I need to share the question time with my fellow community members, so I'll just choose one. So happy National Look at the Bright Side Day. Tell us about the most glass half full person you know, and give a story or anecdote to show why they are so gosh darn positive. Merry Christmas, gents, and thanks for brightening our day each week with every episode of the MTT podcast.
That's sweet.
Lucas, man, thank you
Yes.
for everything that you do and all the research you do and putting all this together. We always have a good time with it.
Well, I had a glass
Go ahead.
half full friend until I found out that he hated monkeys.
Oh, man.
It's just not right. Tim was always my go-to. I was like, if anybody's gonna look at the
man.
bright side, it's gonna be Tim. And then
Except
here he
when it
goes
comes to
talk
the
about
monkeys.
some don't
we're
like
all
monkeys.
people. Yeah, he would always tell you, we're all people.
We're all humans,
We're all humans.
We're all
We're all
humans.
humans.
except for monkeys. Monkeys are not humans.
Except for monkeys. Monkeys can be discarded.
Oh, my gosh.
Poor monkeys.
Such a hater.
What about you, Ed?
It's all good.
I've got to go with Sarah first of all, and then secondly, whenever there's some sort of crisis, McCracken is always like, "You guys, here's the answer."
Ah,
And I'm like,
he is definitely
I
the
love
problem
that.
solver.
I love that. Yeah,
he's like
You know,
Alan. He's like Allen Iverson.
Hey, there you go.
I don't get that reference.
The answer.
But
No,
sure.
you would. No, nor would you.
Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't get it.
I only know the Jay Farrow impersonation. That's all I know about Alan Iverson.
Chris McCracken.
So if I am that way, it's only because I get it from Stacey, because she is the most glass half full person I know. She can always find the silver lining and just turn it right around and find a way to be positive about it. So she is totally awesome.
And she reminds you. I remember being in the car driving with you guys, and we were talking about something, and I was probably getting cynical, and drug you down into the pit with me, and she was like, "Hey, remember to something." I don't even remember what she said, and I was like, "Oh snap!" It was like Mary Poppins.
Yeah,
and she does it in a way that if you're being the one being cynical, like some people do that, and you want to like smack them,
right?
But she doesn't do it like that.
No,
yeah,
she doesn't like Claire Huxtable.
Yeah,
yes,
where you're like, okay. Yes, you're right.
Stop calling her Claire. Let's just call her Claire.
Timmy, what about you?
That's awesome. Dude, I'm throwing it back to you, man. I think you're definitely a glass half full kind of a guy, despite you loving monkeys. But no, I mean, I think your positivity. I think all
positivity.
Positivity. I think all three of you guys, man, I just enjoy every week with you. I think all of you guys are extremely positive, and I mean, what else are you going to be? Like, there's no point in being Debbie Downers all the time. You just got to take life as it gets you and figure out the issues that you have and work on the problems and be a problem solver.
I like that.
There's nothing else you can do about it. So there it is. All right, let's move on to Facebook. Ian George, first off, happy holidays to you and your families. May they be filled with joy and happiness. I believe you guys have both PS4 and Xbox One. So what factors do you use when deciding what system to buy a multi-platform game for? Maybe online stability or overall power of the system? That's a good one, because
I've never taken online stability into account.
I wish that was my answer.
I know. I was like, well, the DDoS attacks really mainly happened on the...
Yeah, right? That's awesome. We all have PS4s and Xbox Ones now, right? Like all of us
I think so,
yeah.
Both consoles.
Yep.
So.
Chris, what say you?
Yeah.
Well, for me, I think the first thing that you should always think about, especially if it's a multiplayer game, is you should go where you have the most friends also playing that game.
Yes.
Yeah,
so like
true.
if you're playing Call of Duty, but your Xbox buddies are the ones who play Call of Duty, not really your PS4 friends, well, then you want to play that game on the Xbox. If you're doing Battlefield and that's the PS4 guys, go over there. You want to go where the friends are, because that's where you're going to have the most fun, is playing with your friends.
Yep.
Yeah.
As far as it goes to like just multiplayer or multi-platform games that are just maybe just story-based, like the Tomb Raider or whatnot, I just tend to go with the PlayStation 4 personally, because I like its controller better. And even though I like the Xbox One controller way better than I did the 360 controller, I still feel the most at home with the PS4 and the PlayStation style controllers. So that's usually the main reason why I go that route.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ed?
Because I don't really play multiplayer games, I don't care what my friends are doing. So I wish my answer was even that technical.
That's awesome.
It's just really a force of habit. I just go to the Xbox, and also I've got the external hard drive on the Xbox to give me a ton of room, so I just automatically download my games to that, and that's really the only reason I go there first.
There you go. Timmy?
Cool.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm a lot with Chris. I like the PS4 controllers way better, and to be honest, I have the Xbox One really for the Microsoft exclusives. Any multi-platform game is usually going PS4 for me.
There you go.
Nice.
Where your friends are, where you like the controller. I mean, what else why would you not do that? You go
with what you're comfortable with. The most comfortable with, I should say.
But I tell you what, though,
options.
there is a couple of my buddies like Matt Marr that will want me to, like, I'll be like, oh, I should just get that game just to play with Matt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like every now and then I'll have a friend like that.
That's awesome.
Good question.
Great question, Ian. Thanks for that. All right, moving on to Twitter, @Jer45. What is your favorite Christmas item that makes your significant other roll their eyes? Mine is chocolate cherries.
I didn't know that was a Christmas thing.
Cherries in forever.
I didn't realize that was a Christmas item
I didn't either.
I just thought it was. I thought it was a Valentine's item.
Yeah, I would have think Valentine's too.
No, that's chocolate-covered strawberries.
Oh, that's true.
Come on, get your chocolate-covered fruits right.
Gosh,
people.
get your holiday
Come on.
The mystery box that comes with chocolate-covered cherries.
Sure. Yes.
Eggnog. Eggnog is the one for my wife. She does not. Even though I can't even get her to taste it. However,
I can't believe she doesn't like it.
Trust me.
I've never tasted it.
Ed, you don't like it either?
I don't like it.
I've never tried it.
Why not?
And I don't, because it's got the words egg and nog in it.
Have you ever had nog?
No.
Well,
then try it.
Have you had eggs?
No. Yeah, and I don't want to drink them. I'm not Rocky.
Yeah, but
Come on, man.
Have you had them though?
Have I had eggs? Yeah.
Well, and you like them.
I didn't like eggnog
But not
either.
in liquid form. I wouldn't want to drink a steak.
It doesn't. It doesn't taste like eggs. It tastes like
No, not at all.
It tastes like creamy milk.
Ugh.
Yeah.
A creamy milk.
I don't know if that
I'm probably not selling this thing very well.
Yeah, you're not really helping your case there.
At all, Gabe.
That's what I want to drink is milk that's been in the fridge way too long.
You should try at least a sip.
It's
and just see.
Try it. It's delicious.
Jenny will put it in her coffee though.
I've tried
Eggnog?
it. Eddie, it's not that great.
Eggnog goes in the coffee.
I trust Chris.
Yeah,
No,
not that great.
Since when?
Whatever. Whatever.
I'm using the McCracken excuse because I don't want to.
I love it. Yes.
Tim's, what's yours?
Well, as of like last year, and because we're going to have a lot of these in the next couple of years, the Star Wars movies always will come out around Christmas, so that will definitely make Lauren roll her eyes.
Oh yes.
So
when you say you have to go see another one.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, whatever. But I usually do go see them with my brother and my nephew. It's kind of a little guy's tradition that we have, or have started at least. But I will say, she was with me along with Piper to Rogue One because it was
Piper went and saw Rogue One.
Yeah, man. It was part of their Christmas party, and Ash, who's the owner of Ribbo, has like 6 children now.
Oh,
and so it was basically, it's a big family affair anyway. So we brought Piper, and she was right along there with it and really enjoyed it. And Lauren, like afterwards, was like, "Man, that was a really good movie." I was like, "Yes,
yeah, got another one. That's awesome.
She was.
Got another one."
She doesn't know exactly. She doesn't know the plots or anything, but she followed along, and it's just an all around good, solid movie.
Go buy her a shirt.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I have it. Yeah, exactly. Let's not get too crazy. But I have a feeling that like the next couple of years, she'll be rolling her eyes up. What? Are you going to another Star Wars movie now?
Yeah,
so that'll be mine.
Nice, Chris. Did you say yours?
That's awesome.
No, honestly, I don't really have anything. I've just been blessed that Stacy's cool with everything that I do. In fact, she even enables the vast majority of it. Last year, she got me a big blow up Darth Vader that has a little Death Star next to him. He's got a Santa hat for like to put out in the front yard. So
that big in the front yard.
Oh
yeah,
wow!
I put it out in the front yard. So I just there's not really anything I do that she just kind of rolls right with. She kind of goes along with everything.
My wife would leave me if I put a blow up Darth Vader in the front yard.
She probably would.
With all 3 kids. Ed, you say one?
We're out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Ed?
I don't really have any Christmas item that Sarah rolls her eyes at.
Oh man, you guys got too much joy going on, both you guys.
We just don't have a lot of Christmas items. All we really have is the tree.
Oh yeah, and I got you.
And no one rolls their eyes at a tree.
Well,
that's true.
I know some people.
That's true. Most of them don't like monkeys.
Hey. For the record, I love Christmas trees. Hate monkeys, but love Christmas trees.
What about a monkey inside of a Christmas tree?
I know, you've got to love a monkey then.
Here's the thing. It depends on the monkey species. It really does. Like, I think spider monkeys are cute. You know, I like the lemurs and the alpaca. It's the dang chimpanzees. They're just...
They ruin it for everybody?
I know they're scheming.
What if they had a Santa hat on?
No, they could be in a 3-piece suit. They could be anything. I think Planet of the Apes and like all that stuff, those movies
ruined you.
Kind of did it in for me. Yeah, kind of. But I like gorillas. That's the weird part. Like, I don't know. Whatever. We don't have to rehash this whole thing again.
That's true. A good question, though.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great question. At Jamin Bissett, Christmas tends to be quite jolly. So which games make you feel jolly and in the Christmas spirit?
What games?
There aren't really any Christmas games, right? Like they just come out around Christmas.
Yeah, I think just gaming, period. Kind of like, I feel like because life slows down, especially being in like the Christian music industry, these jokers take like the whole month of December and part of January off. And so life just kind of slows way down. And I think just gaming and getting to the game in the middle of the day and then, that kind of stuff is what makes me feel like Christmas time and joyful.
I gotcha.
Ed?
Yeah, I got to go with that. There isn't really a game that puts me in the Christmas spirit, but because when Sarah's Family comes out, we just spend all week playing games.
Oh, so good.
That definitely, just the whole idea of, like you were saying, just kicking back, chilling, and playing games.
Mm-hmm.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got to say the same. There's not really a game in particular, but I guess the one I most associate with Christmas in my mind is Call of Duty. Because for many years when I was playing the online multiplayer, Christmas is the time when you get this influx of all these new players that haven't been playing since it dropped in November, and they're all brand new, and they don't know the maps, and they don't have the good guns, and I'm just destroying all of them. They're the Christmas noobs, and it was the greatest time of the year when I could just level up like crazy.
Now I have a machine gun.
That's why I don't play multiplayer. I will never play multiplayer with you, Chris.
Well, you can play with me because then you are on my team, and it's fine.
Well, that's true. If I'm on your team, that's exactly why. Because I know the minute I get in there, boom, headshot gun. And then
we won't play the friendly fire mode. We won't play that.
Okay, good. That's great. Yeah, I don't have. I've got good memories of playing video games around the holidays. I remember when Dishonored, the first one, first came out. I was playing till 4:00 in the morning with the Christmas tree lights behind me. It was just great, and I'll always have those little memories. That one, as well as Far Cry 4. I remember playing those late nights with the Christmas tree, and a lot of good games come around the holidays. So it's fun. Like you'll always have, like, I think probably Dishonored 2 will be a good memory for me this year.
Yeah.
It's just really cool.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Did we get everybody?
Mm-hmm. I believe so.
All right. Perfect. At that Chowfie, who is the worst and who do you kind of love? We have Heat Miser.
Oh.
Hang on. Heat Miser and Snow Miser, the Grinch, or Scrooge?
I've never heard of Heat or Snow Miser.
Yeah, I don't know the Heat or
you gotta watch
Misers.
those.
That's from...
is it the Heat and Snow Miser show?
Is it Year Without a Santa Claus?
A Year Without a Santa Claus.
Yeah.
It was one of those Rankin Bass stop motion.
Was it like claymation?
The old Rankin Bass ones.
Yeah.
I know, right, Chris? Rankin Bass? Oh, okay.
Come on.
I forget about Rankin Bass.
You youngins don't recognize.
Is that the same thing as Frosty and Rudolph?
So, Rudolph.
Yes.
And,
is that Rankin Bass?
Most of those cherished, like, stop motion claymation
Drummer Boy
specials were all produced by Rankin. There's a guy, Rankin and Bass, so it's Rankin Bass Productions.
Oh, I thought you were saying Rank and Bass.
Yeah, so did I.
No, it's Rankin, Rankin, and then Bass, BAS.
But I'm also
Rankin
the guy that
Bass.
thought it was lactose and tolerant, so I like and being in there.
Bass.
Lactose and tolerant.
That's what I thought it was till I was probably 27.
Really?
I mean,
lactose
way
intolerant. It's a new
lactose
That's
intolerant.
Incredible.
I'm just going to use that as my new word whenever I smash my thumb or something. Rankin Bass. That's my new term.
Lactose intolerance. That's a little longer.
Tolerant.
That's amazing.
I'm
your
lactose
badges.
And I'm tolerant.
Oh, that's amazing.
I totally thought it was that. I think it was Toby that was like, wait, what? And I was like, I think I'm slightly lactose intolerant. And he was like, you mean lactose intolerant?
Intolerant.
I was like, oh, that does make a lot more sense.
Sure.
It's lactose intolerant.
Toby's like, I'm intolerant of your grasp of the English language.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, that is good.
I'll handle writing the lyrics from here.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be hype manning myself from here on out. I appreciate your services. He's up on stage like, Dawn Fell Swamp by himself.
All right, somebody.
What was the question?
All right, so who's the worst and who do you love? Kind of love. Heat Miser and Snow Miser, the Grinch, or Scrooge?
I don't like them since
Scrooge.
I haven't heard of them before.
Yeah, I'm not doing them either. I love Scrooge. I actually like Grinch too, but since I only have one of the two, I'm going to say Scrooge is who I love.
Nice.
I don't like the Heat Miser, but I love the Snow Miser. He is like the typical song and dance man.
Yep.
There you go.
And he's a little bit more crazy than the other, I think.
He's a little bit country. The other guy's a little rock and roll.
A little bit rock and roll.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
not the
stop.
Donnie and Marie references.
Hey, with the ad lib. Watch yourself.
There it is.
Might show up with some teeth next year. 2017 got the Osmond teeth. Tim, what was yours?
Yeah, I'm kind of with Ed on not liking Heat Miser because he's kind of the whinier of the two.
Yeah.
Is he like Assassin's Creed 3?
He's the
Connor.
The Connor.
He's the Connor
of the misers.
He's the Connor of the Rankin Bass world. There you go.
Rankin Bass.
He's Assassin's Creed Intolerant.
Yeah.
Anyway, who I love, I think, is the Grinch. I mean, I'm kind of with you, Chris. Either one, like Scrooge is great, Grinch is great. I love the stories, the redemptive part of them is great. But I do like the Grinch. You got to love Dr. Seuss. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard not, Scrooge was really mean, though. When he was mean, he was really mean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but when he turned around, he really turned around.
Yeah, but so did Grinch.
Yeah, he did.
Who turned around more?
It's true.
The Grinch had been mean forever.
I mean, the Grinch lifted an entire sleigh of stolen Christmas items.
His heart grew 3 times that day.
I know. That's pretty legit.
True,
I didn't see Scrooge lifting any. He wasn't weightlifting anything.
So
no,
I have to
he
go.
was paying somebody else to weightlift it for him.
Yeah, I have to go with liking Grinch, not liking Scrooge. Even though I'm with Chris, I like both of them.
Yeah,
nice.
And you guys have seen the Disney's Christmas Carol, the one with Jim Carrey, the animated one, right?
I've
seen
not.
You mean the live action one?
No, not the live action one.
No, it's not live. It's computer, like CGI animated.
It's all CGI.
It's kind of like
it's all
Polar
motion.
Express animation.
It's all exactly. It's mocap.
Kind of similar like that.
The Grinch
so
is?
good. No.
The
Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol. He's
Scrooge.
done both.
Yeah,
he did the
that's
live
right.
action
Yeah,
Grinch and the CGI Christmas
That's
Carol.
true. Yeah, he did all the voice and mocap for Scrooge and the Christmas Carol.
I don't know
and
that
then he
one.
also did the Grinch. Oh man, it's really good. If you have a chance, watch it. It's kind of dark. The Christmas
I
Carol
haven't
one
seen it in a long time,
it's
but I've seen it.
Really good. I like
I've never heard of that.
Mm.
It's awesome. All right, so now that we got all those out of the way, let's move on. At Arctic Warlocks, on holiday break with the fam, do you guys have anything special planned that you'll be doing with your families on break?
On
Playing games, man.
break. Nice.
Yeah, man. Nothing. We're not doing anything. We used to drive up to Jersey, but now that everybody's here, we don't go anywhere, and it's glorious. Oh,
Nice.
I love it.
Love it.
We go to Opry Mills. We go to Opryland every
Oh, yeah.
little bit. And so we'll be doing that tomorrow night, actually, the day this comes out.
Nice.
So we'll be up there celebrating, getting pictures. Amara's going to ride a horse and carriage.
Nice.
Cook that up. It'd be great.
Well, Vegas was our big thing. We are going to be going up to Oklahoma to visit Stacy's family, and I know there's some other stuff in the plans, but I'm just told where to drive to, and that's what I do. So
I know that's
what
right.
they are.
Better listen to her.
Plug it into the GPS and
Exactly.
go.
She said, "You will be joyful and you will drive me all the way to Oklahoma."
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
She said,
All
I
right.
am your silver lining.
Yep.
I like it. All right now.
All right. Let's move. At DSpin67, we love our wives. What's the most challenging Christmas gift you've had to find for your wife, and how stressful was it to find?
Ugh. Dude, every gift. My wife will not hesitate in returning a gift.
That's all right.
Which is okay.
Yeah,
No,
there's nothing
that's
wrong with
not
that.
okay.
You want her to have what she wants.
No, you should be fine with that. Because
No,
at
at the
least she's
end of
gonna
the
get what she
day, I
wants.
want her to have what she wants. But I want what she wants is what I got her. Like, I want
do
her
you
to
ask,
open.
what do you want?
Well, then that's selfish.
Well, I want her to open the gift and
No,
be
I'm
like,
kidding.
"Oh my gosh, I love this!" Like that's the best
Right,
feeling
right.
in the world.
Yeah.
I don't want her to be like,
is. It's great.
"Oh, like here's a perfect example. First gift I ever got her, right? Ever,
Mm-hmm.
a Coach purse when we were dating.
Beautiful.
Okay,
Well
that
done.
sounds good.
$500.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd like saved up, and I was like, I'm gonna impress this girl because I'm trying for her to have my babies sometime in the future.
Yeah.
Worked.
And it
Yeah.
did work. However, she opened, she was like, "Oh my gosh, a Coach purse." Like right when she saw the box. That is, look at this. This
Oh,
is
no.
awesome. Would you, can I ask, would you be mad if I swapped it out for a different one. And my feelings were really hurt. I was like, wait, I done saved up like for months to get this purse for you. Just for you to go take. And I do, at the end of the day, want her to have what she wants, but I want to have nailed it more than...
But see, you're looking at it wrong because you got her a Coach purse, which she's happy with.
Yes.
You just didn't get the right pattern or whatever.
Yeah, that's exactly
I didn't get the one with the snake print.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing, and that's why I don't necessarily stress about it because, like, I get joy either way because if, say, like size doesn't fit or because, you know, every store has different sizes, like all their pants or tops or whatever fit differently.
Right.
Yep.
So I just get something that I think she would like, and if she doesn't, then she goes and returns it or swaps it out, and I'm totally fine with it. I think in the long run, it's always for her. It's.
But what if you nailed it though? That feels way better.
Oh, of course.
Like, because why not just give them money every year?
If it's like a total surprise and like you nail it, of course it's the greatest feeling.
Yeah, better than just getting her a gift card. Because if she's gonna take it back, you might as well just got her a gift card.
I'm fine with gift cards.
Yeah, I'd love to get gift cards.
Yeah, you like to get them, but you don't give them to your wife.
That's true. That's honestly Lauren's pet peeve. Lauren does not allow us to get gift cards for when we do Christmas shopping. But she doesn't mind getting them. I said your logic is flawed.
I'm the same way.
You have to give them in order for someone to get one.
Yeah, I think she thinks that it's just a lazy way of just being like, well, I don't know what you want, so here you go.
I wish people didn't think that way.
Yeah, Stacey thought the exact same way early on. Yeah, she used to think the same way. But she was with our family, a couple Christmases, and I said, look, see, my whole family, they're cool with gift cards because then they just get what they want. More of the people on her side have been opening up to that. So I think now she's kind of reserved the fact that, hey, if we get a gift card, nobody's going to be like, oh my gosh, a gift card. Way to think about that.
Right.
She's
have
kind
Stacey
of understood.
Talk to Lauren about it then. Have Stacey convince Lauren about it because I'm trying to get her. Now she's
still the same as Lauren. She doesn't. She'll get them, but she'd rather have something like.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I stress every year at Stacey's present.
See,
for Christmas, for birthday, for everything, I stress so much because. I don't know, chalk it up to me being a guy, whatever. I'm not good at picking up on subtlety. It's like, just tell me what you want. And if you don't, I'm going to go out on a limb or I'm going to do what I think is right. But if she's not happy with it, man, that's the worst.
But what about her taking it back and just getting what she wants? Like you're saying.
I don't care about that. If I get her something, she's like, oh, okay. Well, you mind if I exchange? I'm like, yeah, exchange your heart out. Here's a receipt. Go for it. I just want her to be happy at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Well, of course, that's the goal. But wouldn't you love to? I know
she wants me to pick up on stuff, and it's like, I'm not as good at that. And plus, we have the thing that Stacey and I we just kind of within reason, obviously, not ridiculous things, but when we want something, we just kind of go and get it.
Right.
So anytime I see a thing, it's let's say in August, she says, oh, I really want this new mixing bowl. I was like, all right, I'm going to remember that for October. Next thing I know, 2 days later, she's got it. It's like, well,
I know.
So what am I going to get?
I started sneaking pictures. I'll just take my phone out and be like, just real quick, because I'm not good at remembering what she wants everything. So
and if I buy something and I buy it too early,
I'm gonna get all Williams Sonoma.
Yeah, and if I buy something too early, there's the odds that she may get it before Christmas shows up. And then I'm like, well, jeez.
Exactly.
Now what do I do? So I got to try to find something she's not going to get, but I know she wants, and I stress every time.
I hear that.
Ed?
Yeah. I mean, Sarah, usually I have her fill out an Amazon wish list, and I'll pick a few things off of there. But a lot of times, it's kind of like what Chris and Stacey do. Sarah will say, you know what, let's just go to Target. You go get something, I'll go get something. We'll each spend X amount of dollars, and that'll be our gifts. And then we just have a little shopping spree.
I wish that's how we did it.
I mean, that'd be nice.
I would love that.
Me too.
It would be nice.
That's what I do some years. Instead of, if I won't do a gift card, but I will try to save up and be like, hey, babe, here's $700. Go do what you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's on very special years. I do not get to ball out like that all the time, but there's been a couple years that, Toby's gave us a bonus or something like that was unexpected. And so I can just give her up. If it's that big a sum of money, but I'm not going to be like, hey, here's $75, go on a Visa card.
Go get yourself something nice.
Yeah. Don't spend it all in one place.
And I just want to be super clear. Stacey's never been like, oh, I don't like this. She's always grateful for what she gets. But you can tell the ones that she really loves, the ones where you kind of miss the mark.
Exactly.
It's like, man.
Yeah. And it sucks, but at the same time, that's the joy of gift giving. You never know.
I'm out on a limb this year, so I'm gonna let you guys know how it went next week.
Nice. Please do.
I think I'm in a good spot. I think I'm gonna she's gonna be happy with what I got.
She didn't ask for this thing this year.
There you go.
Yeah, Stacy didn't ask for my thing neither.
See? All right.
All right, we'll see.
Reconvene.
We'll see who wins. All right. All right, let's. We got two more. Rainflow, my boy, my early morning boy who I chat with all the time, at Flowing with Rain. Not a question, but an apology. I apologize for somehow creating a mini rebellion from the other guys because of Tiny Tina. LOL.
They got us on that one, man. We was jacked up on that.
I was talking to him in the morning. I'm like, dude, I couldn't remember that character for the life of me. I played that game 3 years ago. What do you want from me? He's like, man, I did not realize it was going to start a chain reaction.
Yeah, we got jacked up on Twitter all day. Tiny Tina, 1,000 points off, guys. I was like, dang.
What is wrong with you?
1,000.
Unsubscribe.
I was like, unsubscribe. Somebody probably did that.
Yeah, probably.
Good.
We don't need them then.
Exactly.
See ya. Good riddance. Merry Christmas.
Go hang out with Tiny Tina.
Exactly.
All right, Final question at Mike BC 1985. Best and worst video game you ever got for Christmas? For me, the best was Mario Kart Wii, and the worst was Star Trek for PS2.
Bleh. I didn't play that. But that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Well, the PS1 and PS2, like, that's the thing about Nintendo. Nintendo graphics kind of just hold up because everything's like a little bigger and rounder. Where PS1 and PS2, they really try to push the envelope, so everything's like skinny and just looks ugly over time. So I can imagine. Yeah. Oh, I would say NES, the 3-pack, Track and Field, nice. Duck Hunt, Super Mario Brothers.
And That's Super for best?
Brothers. With the Power Pad, best. And then my dad, I don't know if it was the next year, I don't remember when it was, bought me the Sega Genesis, and this is before Sonic was around. So what was bundled with the console was Altered Beast.
Oh, yeah.
Which scared the crap out of me as a child.
That's right.
So they had to get rid of it.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Like the game, they took the game back to the store. It was like, my son is a sissy.
And he can't.
My dad's crying a little bit. He's doing like the one tear, like the Indian on the side of the freeway.
And thus it begins.
Exactly. My daddy issues.
Gabe's fear of scary games.
That's
right. Exactly.
That's where it started.
Shoot.
Where it all started.
I got to agree with you, Gabe. The NES, that triple pack game thing was probably our best one. And I didn't really get games for Christmas, I don't think. So I don't really have a worst one we got.
Chris?
My best is going to be either the SNES when we got that for Christmas or the N64 when we, as a family, got that for Christmas. My worst is going to be the TurboGrafx 16 that my dad got me. And not because it was that bad, because I actually had some fun with it, but just the system, it wasn't as good as the others, and it didn't have the support for very long, and it kind of just faded away. So, yeah, it really was kind of lackluster.
Good try, Dad. That's when dads try to jump on the new hip thing.
Yeah.
Not knowing that it's not new or hip, or that it's just new, but not hip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
I got you a Zune.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, gee, thanks.
I'd much rather an iPod. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, for me, the best was we got a Wii for Christmas, and when we played the mess out of Wii Sports, and then once Mario Kart came along,
it cemented our relationship pretty much.
It really did. It really did, because you were like, "Oh, you need to get Mario Kart," and I think I got it during the holidays, and that was it. We played the mess out of it.
So good.
And then I'm with you, Ed. I don't really have a worst because I don't usually ask for video games. I ask for Best Buy gift cards, and that way I'm never disappointed. Speaking of gift cards, so
right,
that's good.
Because then you go get what you want.
There it is. That's it for the questions. I do have a quick, really random side note. I'm in my wife's store, so people on video are probably seeing an RPS behind me, and before I start getting any tweets or emails, hey, what's the RPS for? It's Rock, Paper, Scissors, which is the name of my wife's store. So I've got Rock, Paper, Scissors over here, and I just noticed there's a little portrait of my previous dog Maggie over here. So that's very sweet.
You're like, I just noticed there's a picture of me and my Speedo right over here. I meant to not have that up.
There's a not safe for work image right back here. So enjoy, kids. Merry Christmas.
That's hilarious. No. Thank you guys for the questions.
Yes, thanks for everybody. Keep it coming in the new year. Can't wait.
Yes. So we didn't go deep into this, but we got to handle it. It's a big one. It's the end of the year. So we're talking game of the year. The question of the week for you guys is a two-parter. The first part is, what game in 2016 did you not get to that you really wanted to get to? And then what is your game of the year? Router.
Oh, wow.
So in typical fashion, we usually do our top three.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
That's fine. It's all good. If you can do it, if you can remember or think about it, you can do it. So I have my top three.
Okay. Well, get to what did you not play, though, that you wanted to get to?
So I did not get a chance to play Watch Dogs 2 yet.
Oh. Yes.
So I will probably not get to that for a little while. I've got a few other things that I want to play right off the bat. But, that was the one I think that I really wanted to do.
The one that got away?
The one that got away from me. As far as my top three of the year, number 3 is going to be BioShock the Collection.
Yeah.
Because it was just great to be able to play all those games, and I hadn't.
And that counts because that came out this year.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they're still great games. They hold up really well, and it was great to play Infinite again too, by the way. I'm going number 2 with Dishonored 2.
Are you really?
You're going number 2 right now?
I'm going.
That poop life.
I'm going
Gotta have
number 2
that poop
right now.
life.
Are you still on video?
I'm still on video. Number 2. Hang on. I'm just. It's Dishonored 2.
The Lord have mercy.
There it is.
Yes,
See, there's your visual.
See, you had to take it too far.
Oh no.
Right?
If you're gonna take it if you're gonna go potty, I'm going potty too. So there you have it.
This from a guy who doesn't like monkeys.
Exactly. Because they throw poop at you. Exactly.
Oh man.
Well, you poop on podcasts, so.
So my number 2 game is Dishonored 2.
Yes, that's a good one. Number 1?
And then number 1's got to be Uncharted 4. I'm such a Naughty Dog fan, so I think it was the story was so good.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah,
so
that works.
I love it.
Eduardo, what game did you not get to this year?
You know what? I really wanted to be into Overwatch, and I'm just not a multiplayer guy.
Yeah.
But man, an FPS
guy.
Or an FPS guy. That's right.
Yeah. Like The Division. I mean, a first-person shooter.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just kidding. The Division's third person, but
I know, but I said it was first.
Before we got oopsed again, I was just kidding.
Right?
Stickler oops.
Yeah,
I know, right? I prefer second-person games
that are like you,
where you look from above. Is that what that is?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that'd be.
Yeah, and just hearing how much fun everyone's having playing it, I want to be into it, but I just can't get into that kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
Right there with you.
I wish I was
right there with you.
Let's see, my top 3. Number 3 is probably the new Jackbox Party Pack with Murder Trivia Party and TKO. And man, it's so much fun.
Yes, I need to try that not on 20-minute lag.
No, that's much easier when
that would not be good.
20-minute lag. Number 2 is Uncharted.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
That was
number 2.
Number 2.
I'm going number 2 with Nathan Drake. That's what we do. It's like when girls go to the bathroom together. I go with Nathan Drake.
You go with Nathan Drake.
Or Naked Drake, I guess. That's an entirely different image, by the way.
Oh, my gosh.
Sorry.
Man.
It's a different podcast, too.
That's a different podcast, yeah. And then number 1 for me is Quantum Break. I love that.
What?
Wow.
Quantum Break.
That was out of left field. I wasn't expecting you to say Quantum Break.
Quantum
I can
Break.
see top 10, but I wasn't thinking top number 1.
Yeah,
wow.
That's one that
Was it that good?
It really, really, and I know there are some people who are the exact opposite and just couldn't stand it. And for some reason, it just hit me right in my little story-loving heart. And
even more than The Last Guardian, huh?
Yeah, definitely more than The Last Guardian's probably top 10.
Is it top 5?
Wow.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Did you just squeeze out number 2 as well?
I did. Yeah, that was just a little sully. There's what I call that one.
Yeah, all right.
But Quantum Break is the only game this year that I purchased I made a purchase from. I bought a Quantum Break mug, and that's the only video game purchase I made this year.
That's
Look
cool.
at you with the paraphernalia.
I know, right? So yeah,
Chris.
Okay, for the game that I didn't get to, but I want to get to, it's Tomb Raider: Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't realize you hadn't played that yet.
Yeah, I haven't
That's a
played
good
that one
game.
yet. I was going to wait for it to come to PS4, and then I just haven't jumped on it yet. There's been so many other things to play. So my number 3 of my top 3 is Overcooked.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you guys are having a lot of fun. Number 3 in the year.
Yeah, number 3 of the year easily, because that's the one and only game that Stacey and I have played together where she's actually coming to me and saying, "Hey, let's go play Overcooked." It's not me going to her saying, "Hey, you want to play this?"
So good.
So
nice.
A game that can do that, that's got to be in the top 10 for sure, and that's going to be way up there. Number 2 for me is Uncharted 4.
Nice.
Oh,
Love
another
that game.
number 2 on Uncharted.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really anything I need to say about that. That makes perfect sense to at least be at number 2, if not higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my number 1 is Overwatch.
Yeah,
gotta give it to Overwatch.
Yeah, I get it.
That's a
Love
given, man.
that game. I can just play it and
Get it.
play it and play it.
Get it?
So
Nice.
good.
That's awesome.
There's so many games I didn't get to this year. This is gonna be a little weird because I did play it, but I didn't like get my claws into it, get my tiger claws into it.
Yeah. You didn't.
XCOM 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I tried to let's play it on my PC, and my PC likes to have problems.
Right?
I don't believe that.
Believe it.
So you played it, but you didn't really play it.
Well, I started it, and I had so much problem with the Let's Plays that I never got that far into it. So I need to just go back and just play it just by itself. Don't try to Let's Play it and just see if I can enjoy it. I never got that far, and I was looking so forward to it. So that's the one I didn't really get to. All right. My top 3 is going to be a little weird. So just bear with me.
Really?
That's fine.
Bring it.
Barely at number 3. And I don't know why.
Okay.
Uncharted 4.
What?
Barely? What do you mean barely? Like,
Man, you raved about that.
I know,
game.
and I did love it.
I mean, I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying that's interesting.
That shocks me.
That is
I
interesting.
know. It's shocking to me to hear myself say it. I mean, Naughty Dog should always be at number 1, I feel like, because they just are that good.
Right.
But like, you play it. It was amazing. You have a good time. It's over. And then like I move on.
And then
you
you
know
move
what I
on.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Still, I mean, top 3 still,
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Are you saying that it barely made the top 3 though?
I really liked Titanfall 2.
Ooh.
Huh.
Really?
So that was competing for number 3.
The story is not better, but I had a lot of fun with it. Like the wall running and the controls just all felt so right.
Really?
And the mechs and like the just feeling powerful and strong.
Wow, dude.
I think I moved like 3 too many boxes on Uncharted 4 for it to be a solid number 3.
Okay,
every box I moved after like 10 boxes, I was like, okay, this is coming down on the list. Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's like that server that's no good, and you're like, I'm not tipping them as well.
Yeah. I got you.
Wow.
Number 2, I'm with Chris, Overwatch.
Hey.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah, I can see
nice.
that.
It's just been so good. That's a good game.
Yeah, it is.
That's
All right.
awesome.
Y'all don't crucify me for this. Number 1,
Yeah.
Clash Royale.
Yeah.
Mobile game.
It's
Uncharted?
Oh my gosh. More
I
than
can see that.
Uncharted.
Well,
Are
listen,
you telling me
listen.
that
I
Uncharted's that moment in the hotel was not as moving to you as flipping a card over?
No, but listen,
Send me your PS4. I'm revoking
I've
it for
seen
you.
this guy
But
on
listen,
there. He's on there every day. He is on that game
I
every day,
fiend
like I am.
for that game. I fiend
you
for
do.
it. I fiend to
Yes,
play
you
it. Like
do.
I play it when I should be doing things like responsible.
Yes,
Right.
I'm
Like
not
I
mad
look at the
you for that
dishes
one
and I'm
at
like,
all.
I should play some
Man.
Clash Royale. I can't wait to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
I'm like, I'm so glad I'm regular,
Ooh,
Yeah.
so I can play
life.
some
Here we
Clash
go.
Royale. We're like,
Wow.
I feel a
Really?
little pushing in my stomach. I'll be right back.
Wow, dude.
Hashtag poop life is strong with this one.
It
Absolutely.
is strong with that game.
Wow.
So for the amount of hours I've put into that
I
game,
love that. That's great, man.
Is that
I'm
okay?
really
I,
into
I hear you.
all
I
for
understand
that.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
and I understand
really
you can't
good.
set Clash Royale next to Uncharted 4. I mean, that I understand that doesn't make any sense. But just
Yeah.
for 2016, the game I like am still playing and will still play into 2017. It's Clash Royale, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, then I guess in that case, my top two are Family Guy and Simpsons.
Yes, they are. Yep.
Wow, dude, that's crazy.
I know, that's weird.
That's cool.
That's weird.
That's awesome, though.
So let us know what you guys think about yours. What game did you miss this year, and what was your game of the year? You don't have to do top three, but give us your game of the year. And if it needs some explanation, like Clash Royale does,
Yeah, right.
maybe head over to the forums.
Feel free to use multiple
Battlefield
tweets.
1 in anybody's list, and that
I was surprised about that with Chris because he loved it.
That was in my top 5. That was my number 5 on my list.
And to be honest, it probably would be up there for me if I had played more. I haven't played since Extra Life, so that's one of the games I want to keep the campaign going on too.
There you go. Okay, so here's flipping the script.
Yeah.
Most disappointing game of 2016.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Timmy?
My list of rage quits.
So I don't know. Like I'm pretty good on knowing what games I want to play and what games I know I will enjoy. So I think the one that probably was the least memorable for me, wasn't disappointed, but Far Cry Primal, because it was a lot of the same. I mean, it was great. It was still a great game. I still platinumed it, I believe, and I still enjoyed it. But I think it was just like it was the same thing. It came, it went, and I moved on, and that was it.
Did it feel too much like 4, maybe?
Yeah, maybe if 4 didn't come. Yeah, it was Far Cry 4 set in 10,000 BC. It was
because wasn't it a similar story even, or no?
Same map. No,
same map. Yeah.
That's right.
Just no, it was a different story. Like I said, I'm not hating on that game at all. I still loved it, platinumed it.
Yeah.
But I think it was probably just the one where I'm like, oh yeah, I remember I played that. And that's and that's kind of where I go with it. It's not like, oh, it was an amazing story.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, I played that. So, but that's kind of how it is with a lot of those Far Cries. You just have you have fun in the moment with those games, and then you're done.
Yeah, that's true. Chris?
My most disappointing game is going to be Doom.
Oh,
really?
It's not even like I got to stem the hate here. I'm not saying the game was disappointing because it looks great. It played well. I didn't really have any technical issues with it.
Yeah.
But it was disappointing to me that it never grabbed me. I don't know. Maybe Doom's just not my thing anymore. Like, cause I played Doom when it was, back in the day, like on PC and then on, Nintendo and whatnot. But I was itching to get back into a Doom game, and then I just played it, and it's like, this game's not grabbing me. And all these people are loving it, but there's something about it. It's just not doing it for me.
Wow.
So my disappointment's more that it just didn't grab me, not that the game itself was disappointing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Edward?
My first gut reaction was to say Recore, just because I started off loving it so much and then ended up loathing it.
Did you end up rage quitting at the end, or did you push past?
That was a rage quit, wasn't it?
No, that was a rage quit. Yeah. But I think the one that I was really disappointed in, because I'm such a huge Sherlock Holmes fan, and I knew the game was not going to be that good, and it was really not that good.
That's too bad.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Oh man, mine was Gears of War 4.
Really?
I don't know, like it's just the control.
I can see that.
I'm gonna give it one more swing someday, but like when I played it for Extra Life, I was just like, I just was not like, just the controls just in themselves just didn't feel good to me, and so I think I'm spoiled by Call of Duty.
Yeah,
the same way I won't pay $10 for Super Mario Run. It's just because I'm spoiled having free amazing games and $1 games. So Gears of War 4. I didn't even get that far into it, so it's kind of a prejudgment, but it just didn't grab me at all. But I keep seeing the commercials during football games, and I'm like, maybe I should try.
I know, it looks good.
Yeah, cutscenes and everything look amazing.
Yeah, I got the whole father-son dynamic going on.
Dad!
Right. Exactly. Anyway, you guys don't have to answer that one, but a little mix up for us here. You can hear what we were disappointed in. Thank you guys for listening, man. 223, the Christmas episode.
There you go.
Merry Christmas, gentlemen.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah.
And happy birthday to Gabe, of course.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy winter solstice.
Yeah, the solstice.
that
Got
just
that in there. Happy whatever you celebrate. Happy.
Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Yep. Hanukkah's in 2 days. Yep.
Right.
Those 12 things that Lucas Hamswisher didn't mention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Donnie and Marie.
Samantha,
what was it?
Donnie and Marie, whatever it was.
And Samantha.
Sonny and Cher, or whatever day.
The Mulan soundtrack.
Just to celebrate it, the Mulan
The
soundtrack.
Mulan soundtrack day.
That's awesome.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's right.
To
Let's
defeat
get down to
the
business.
Han. Yeah. Let's get down to business.
And it needs to be Ed, Eddie, and Eduardo Day.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there does.
That was almost
Ed, Eddie,
that was a
and
show, wasn't it?
Eduardo.
I think so.
Okay, we need to get out of here.
Why?
Let's not. Let's stay.
Let's stay and talk. Pull up a fire.
Right. Pull up a fire, guys.
I know, right?
Put your arm around a fire. Let's talk about this thing. Let's get in a snow globe together, y'all.
Oh, God.
Just don't forget where that path out is.
Yeah, we gotta remember
What's
that.
weird about that is that she didn't go and get trapped in a snow globe and drown.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I guess that one doesn't have water in it.
But it's not much of a snow globe.
I know.
that's
It's just
right.
like
It's just
up
a
and
globe.
down.
Luckily for her.
Yeah, it's like
she can
That's
live.
an aquarium. Then.
yeah, that's called a salt shaker.
Maybe when she transforms into there, she has gills.
Salt shaker. Shake it like a salt shaker. Shake it like a salt shaker.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, my
that's
gosh.
good.
All right, 223.
Yeah.
I'm Gabe Patillo. That is Tim Router. That is Ed Placencia. That is Chris McCrack. I'm pointing, but the boxes, it doesn't matter. And we are married to the games, and we up out this thing. Peace!